But yeah, it will be KINGUIN starting off on the CT side, Man's not hot on the terrorist side, and we will now be getting live into the pistol round. We'll see who will be able to kick it off, picking up this first round as the action will now be beginning. Vasilian will be picking up some utility for Man's not hot to work with. Nexa yet to buy, but he will also just go with Kevlar. And over on the CT side, I don't think there's a defuse kit yet, but there we go. Mutheris, he will pick that up eventually. As now, Man's not hot. Let's see where they decide to take this one. Right now, they are sending a lot of presence over towards the A side of the map. It looks like we will have a boost coming in. And with two players also holding for B aggression, we could see a potential split towards this B bomb site. Let's see where they do eventually go. Vasilian, where is he with his smoke? I believe he's also just over towards the boost. But look at this aggression. Fox, he loves pushing the B halls, especially when he has the op. So I guess he wants to try it with a pistol, see if he can get it done. And it is a bit of a trademark play for Fox overall. And this time it won't really work out. He gets taken down. Man advantage goes in favour of Man's not hot, as it looks like they will commit to this B bomb site where there is actually 3 players awaiting for Team KINGUIN. This could get dangerous. Nukia though, he will be able to successfully find that trade. Mutt is going to be able to step it up, as is Rallen, and it's looking a little bit dangerous now as Man's not hot. They're getting picked apart one by one. The pistols, the USPs, they're coming out on top of the majority of these fights, having the advantage at this range. And now Esperanto and Asilian are the final 2 players remaining standing for the terrorist side, as they don't really have much HP to work with. Nice find there by Esperanto though. We'll take down Mihu rather.
I guess Esperanto with that Glock finding that headshot, still doing a lot of good damage here. And in the end, I mean, the big meme with the Glocks is still existent, but Asilian was able to rotate back around, bring the bomb onto the A bomb site. That extra money is already secured here for Man's Not Hot to go into the next round, but I think that a round win is still very, very much possible. As still the positioning here for Man's Not Hot isn't all too bad. Asilian now has to work it out of that quad area, and it doesn't work out. Locked down there, and in the end, it is Rallen to find that last headshot, and nice stuff here for KINGUIN to start off strong in that CT side and to really get things going early on their own map pick.
Yeah, at least the bomb plant comes in for Man's not hot, so they will be able to just eco in this one, get the rifles out in the following round. But that means for this one, it should be a fairly easy round coming in for KINGUIN. They shouldn't really struggle up against just mostly Glocks. I believe just one Deagle has been invested into by Esperanto, so I don't really think they'll have too much of a problem just being able to shut this one down. And then Man's not hot, most likely just focusing on the following round rather. Sorry, apologies. I'm stumbling a bit my words, but here we go. Grouping towards the B bomb site. Their goal right now, maybe get 1 or 2 kills, get a bomb plant, get the extra $800 per player. And for the moment, it seems like they will slow it down. That smoke has kind of halted them in their positions. They're yet to try and actually commit to this bomb site, but it seems like they still will be going in this direction, and a run boost is going to be coming in. Pensky, he gets boosted forward, will be the first player to make his way into checkers, but the rifles, they're doing a lot of damage. Fox is shutting this down with the help of Mutt. It's the Portuguese duo, because absolute panic in the terrorist side as they are being blended, making their way into this B bomb site. There we go. Esperanto eventually finds one. Still not really making that Deagle investment worthwhile though.
Yeah, I mean, Man's Not Hot, they were going to buy in this 3rd round anyways, and they have plenty of utility there to support that as well. With those 5 AKs and armor coming in. A couple of smokes here and there, flashes across the board as well, and with those 2 Molotovs as well. I think that with the utility they have, they might have a better time over towards the B-bomb site. Towards that late game, especially if it will be a player like Nexa lurking over towards A, trying to cause some trouble, but in the meantime, you can already see KINGUIN going for that early information. Mishu is already pushed in towards A main. They know no one's close there, so he's actually going to fall back from that position. But still, all the while, Man's Not Hot. They've built their way up over towards the B bomb site. 3 players in front of the site. And right now, both Fox and Maturus, they are just waiting there and waiting for the push to come in. But at this point in time, Man's Not Hot. They're just taking their time. They're not going to cause any trouble early. And right now, KINGUIN, well, they are just better off staying defensive and waiting for that push to come in, as it is bound to go in towards that B bomb site in a second.
Yeah, and right now, Fox and Mutt both playing on the site. They don't really have much utility to work with other than a couple of flashes, so only real utility that they'd have available to try and slow dish push rather. No, it's not really going to be easy, but there we go. The flash works well early on. Esperanto will be able to eventually take that kill, and Mutt just actually hiding at the back of the bomb site has managed to catch 1 player off by surprise. He does take down Esperanto, but it will be returned instantly, and Nukia is stepping it up. He finds 2 kills there to put it into a good advantage now for Man's Not Hot. They take themselves a 2-man advantage, but never mind. Mihu, he finds Nukia, who's just jumping back across the CT spawn. The smoke had already begun to fade. Perhaps a bit of a mistake which was made there by Nukia, but I don't think it's going to be enough for them to get the round, as a Cillian from behind should be able to confirm this in favour of the Mans Not Hot side.
It's quite disappointing here for KINGUIN because they did have two guys straight on the site, and it shouldn't even come to that situation where Mans Not Hot is able to just push out that easily without really taking any casualties there. Mature is able to find one there, Miku with one as well, but in the end, the bomb goes up. Miku only with the UMP, not able to challenge it even further. And I mean, Cillian, he's just pretty much locked it down from behind. Miku, he can go in, grab an M4 to have a better weapon to go into the next round, as there will still be enough money to buy up here, although the Matures, or at least one of these guys, will have to go empty-handed, or at least with an SMG here, yeah. Matures with that MP9. Yeah, Mans Not Hot. They have everything at their disposal right now. Maybe not all the nades that they would like, but still, plenty of stuff to work with. Fox, though, with that first frag over towards the B-bomb site. Gonna take that info. He should have been traded there, or at least shot at, if there would have been anyone to support Pensky there. Now Mans Not Hot are already looking to push out towards the A-bomb site. Esperanto trading back the frag onto Maus, and now, though, still Mans Not Hot, you have to push out, you have to take control before the whole cavalry arrives. Can't speak anymore, but still. Mans Not Hot, they're out onto the site, and well, with the spray downs here from Esperanto coming in, it is working out really, really nicely.
Yeah, all onto Mutt now. He is going to be in a 1-on-2. Still has a decent position, but the only problem is he's making a lot of noise, so his position is definitely known. He has now been spotted. Both of these players playing together, a forklift will ensure the trade that the trade does come in rather by Nexa. So Mans Not Hot able to bring that round back in their favour after we saw a great aggressive opening coming in by Fox. As I mentioned earlier on, that B aggression is a bit of a trademark play by Fox. He loves doing that when he has the op available, and most of the time he does a solo, doesn't usually have support. So if that doesn't work out, it can be a real big problem that B-side can basically be taken for free by the terrorist side. But he got at that time, the Tias instead just went towards the A-bomb site, and they managed to come out on top of the trades and take the round. So now a full eco is going to be in play for Team KINGUIN. Mans Not Hot now with a Mach 10 just going to be leading the charge. Esperanto, one of the star players of this lineup, looking to try and get himself the money to pick up that op easily on the next gun round. And he starts it off strong by taking down Fox. Knows there's more players here waiting for that flash from his teammates. Played it really smart. And now he is just going to decide to hang back. With that man advantage, they don't really need to look for the play too aggressively anymore. Just stick in groups, ensure that the trades are possible for them. As now 4 players remaining for the CT side. Only one P250 other than the USP is in play. So difficult for KINGUIN to really get much damage done in this round.
With 3 USPs and P250 to work with, the P250 might be great, but that's the first one to fall. Rallin falls to the Mach 10 of Esperanto, and Maus at least is able to trade things back, but still, what do they want to do? Still, well, the USPs to get the work done, but in the meantime, Mans Not Hot, they've moved into the B-bomb site, and they're going to secure that and lock it down. With no chance here for KINGUIN to do anything, but in the meantime, they found a Mach 10, they found an AK, and why not just try and hang on to that? Maybe there is an aggressive push that comes out. Find that trade frag, or at least drop another weapon here for Mans Not Hot, but you're not going to take this round in a 3v2 situation where you don't have a kit and no armor to work with either. Still though here, Mans Not Hot, they've pretty much left the site already. Still towards CT. Aware that there might still be a player lurking near, but not going to happen. KINGUIN, they'll just hang on towards these weapons towards door and main. That's nothing to worry about in this round. So KINGUIN will get their first full buy to come in this next round to come.
Yeah, so at least an AK being saved, that is a positive, I guess, for the CT side. And it's going to be in the hands of Muh, who's actually having a pretty good performance so far. Currently 9-2, so top performer not only on his team, but also on the entire server. So let's see if he's going to be able to step it up once again. Something important to note also is that Fox does have the op again this time, and he will be bringing it towards B, but perhaps not quite as aggressive. This time he does have support. He will be able to get that leg on towards the first player. Mutt is going to be able to spray them down. He gets the second eventually. He takes a lot of damage from the Molotovs that are behind, from the Molotov that is behind them rather. But the flames won't take him down enough to actually take his life away. So KINGUIN with a 2-man advantage early on, trying to be brought back. Nexa hits a nice shot, but he doesn't expect the second player in the same position. He will end up losing a bit of life in the process, but he does manage to remain alive, which is what's important. So now a 1-man advantage in play for Team KINGUIN. As Mans Not Hot, They're still in a pretty decent position here. Some damage has been done. They can just regroup eventually and hit one of these bomb sites together. And they do also still have a decent amount of utility to work with, including smokes, molotovs, and a couple flashes also.
Yeah, right now here for Mans Not Hot, they'll be looking to go towards the A-bomb site as they've already found a frag there. However, of course, KINGUIN, they seem to be ready for anything that Mans Not Hot wants to throw at them. However, at this point in time, there's only Mouse there. The NBK corner could still go back towards the site. That time is going to run out bit by bit. Right now, still Mans Not Hot are ready to move out into Asilian, the first one to find the frag here with this initial push. The question is, can they actually make it out? Rallen's still close, but with the smoke down, it'll at least give them some kind of security here. Get that bomb down and try and keep these CTs back for now, though. Rallen with one. In the meantime, Fox and Rallen will be traded back. Mature is all alone. The bomb will be planted. And now Mature is in a 1v2 situation. No chance when he peeks around the corner against Asilian, who's already moving up towards that highway position. Well, this is something that's getting to go difficult for KINGUIN, because of course they were able to take pistol, were able to take that second round as well, but then as soon as that first buy from Mans Not Hot came in, they were able to take control. Tensky yet to find a frag, but the rest of them, they've been showing up, finding these first frags as well. Nuke, nicely done with the op into mid, and that's exactly what you need. Although you're only playing against the pistols in this round, still, find that first frag and be the dominant side. Definitely show your prevalence in this matchup. Still though, Mihu able to trade one back here at least. Question is, how long is it going to take? Still, Mans Not Hot is going to lose another round here because they're going to keep this up. It will be a while here for KINGUIN to find a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, right now looking really good for Mans Not Hot. They've been able to pull back the last couple of rounds even with massive disadvantages. And into this one, they have only lost one player. They're looking at a one-man advantage. They have a heavy firepower advantage. And actually some aggression by Mihu coming in through door could maybe catch some players off guard. But I don't think the timing's really going to work in his favour. Mans Not Hot right now will be making their way towards the B bomb site where there's currently no defenders. So it should be easy enough for them to get on towards this site. Fox in position now with the scout, maybe can try and get some damage done, maybe get a kill or two out of this, but with utility available, I don't think he's really going to be given a lot of room to work with. Smoke goes down, he's trying to get the shots through, trying to get the timing correct, but it's not going to be working out so far, as it will be the T is now getting their way in towards B.
Again, Mans Not Hot dominating to go in towards the bomb site. Yet again, they are playing against just a couple of pistols here on the side of KINGUIN, but still, they're doing it nicely, not underestimating their opponents either. They're taking their time, clearing it out clinically. With that, they're ready and waiting for anything that KINGUIN might throw at them on that CT side. But right now, Mihu alone with the Deagle. 6 HP only on him, I think, and Taranto's going to find that shot in the end. Well, nicely done. It's Mans Not Hot, up 5-2 at the moment. And right now, KINGUIN with the next buy. And this should be one of those buy rounds where KINGUIN need to get back into it. Because, well, generally that rule of thumb is maximum 7 rounds on the T side. To allow for the CTs. Yeah, there you go. That might help. Asilian putting Nuke alive. Why not? Why not? I mean, Nexa's even going to jump into it and going to get a little bit damage himself. And this is something that could kill it for Mans Not Hot, and that is those, well, own mistakes
he was
here.
Hot. He burned alive. He was so hot. Yeah, that was not good right there from the Mans Not Hot side. KINGUIN getting themselves an advantage once again. This time they didn't really have to work for it, and there we go. Esperanto's going to be walking through the mid smoke and handing that one away. So nice find by Rallen to go ahead and put that advantage to two players in favour of Team KINGUIN. But then again, we've seen Mans Not Hot already bring this back in the past. So let's see if they can do it this time. They will be making their way towards the A-bomb site, it seems, as right now there is 2 players in position to try and hold this down. Mozinho and Mihu, that is. Nice little setup between Forklift and the Catwalk playing from above. Should be able to find at least 1 or 2 kills out of this one, just to ensure that they do keep the damage, rather keep the HP low onto these players and allow for their teammates to retake. And look at this by Rallen. He's coming in from behind. As soon as that utility is thrown out, he will have a couple of free kills for himself. Gets at least 1. Doesn't overextend either and is happy enough with just a single kill. As Mihu, he will be able to successfully find the trade. So now it's all onto Tensky. He's in a 1-on-4, gets that first kill, but still, Has to get 3 more if he wants a chance to win this one, and he will be shut down by Mihu.
Get some great stuff here by KINGUIN. I think that they were a little bit lucky, and Mans Not Hot, I guess, a little bit stunned there from that team frag, of course, with the Molotov. Still, though, even just that, well, slowly walking through a smoke in mid isn't exactly the best decision that you can come to, especially not against a side like KINGUIN, which have consistently been placing at least one player in towards mid there. Well, that's something that I guess that Mans Not Hot definitely have to watch their own Molotovs and make sure that they get those down. However, still, it is still early on, and at the moment at least, they do still have the lead. Fox with 1 frag on the up does actually manage to retreat in towards CT, and trying to get back towards the site is what's going to get him killed as Cillian finds 1, but Maturus is still towards site. Only with 1 frag though, and actually hoping for a little bit more excitement there as Heights falls and Mans Not Hot getting the bomb down, and KINGUIN already there to try and retake, but no luck just yet as Nuki's going to be the one to find the frag onto Rallen, and at this point in time, Maus and Mihu are both locked out of the site with those smokes down. Mans Not Hot do still have a little bit of utility to keep those CTs back.
Yeah, and there we go. It is going to be Mans Not Hot once again bringing it back in their favor. Even after losing 1 round, they do instantly return it, and the economy of KINGUIN is not looking good. So I think they are going to be reset now. They will be likely facing an eco in the upcoming round, unless they decide to force up around these rifles and the op, of course. But I guess we will see if they do decide to go with that decision. There we go. Mans Not Hot now working with double the scoreline of their opponents. It's currently 6-3, and it's looking really good for the European mixed side.
Yeah, right now it's looking good for Mans Not Hot. If they can now come back to reset KINGUIN, that would be absolutely great here for them. However, I doubt that KINGUIN will fall this easily. I don't want to curse it now, but still, KINGUIN should be in a situation where they take a couple more rounds in this first half, especially as it is their own map pick. Cash always one of those maps. You need to get those shots down, and as soon as you miss that first shot, it's generally then the other side pushing in and finding those frags against yourself. However, right now Mans Not Hot, yet again, they've gone back to that defensive style. Just take your time, make sure that everything's clear where you're actually looking, and Fox's position in towards the vent is going to be cleared out by a Cillian with the Molotov. Yet again, KINGUIN, they don't really have to worry about it themselves. Could just take that and make sure that they rotate over, but look at this. Fox back in towards that vent, and he could be the thorn in the side of Mans Not Hot if he pushes out in time, at least to find that one really impact player towards mid in the form of a Cillian, but won't have any impact as Rallen shuts him down now that the push coming in towards that A-bomb site. Rallen finds at least 1 more. Maturus there with 1 as well. Comes down to a 1v1 situation with Fox and Nuki. Got him there, but still, the bomb is on towards the site. Is Nuki even aware that Fox is this close? I doubt he is, with that last frag to come in. And well, KINGUIN, they do stay in the game. Only just by a thread, but still keeping in it in this first half.
Yeah, been able to return it, but only surviving with 1 single player means that their economy now going into this following round, it is still going to be extremely weak. They will be struggling maybe to get a perfect bio. As you can see, Fox at least able to drop an M4. Rallen can also buy for himself, but a couple players are left on slightly weaker weaponry. We see a FAMAS and a UMP in play. Luckily enough, they have a decent amount of utility, but Mans Not Hot, they still have the economy to buy up into this one. They've spent basically everything, so if they lose this KINGUIN, they're in a really good position to maybe try and equalize the scoreline. But look at this Fox. As I mentioned, he loves this B aggression. He will be pushing himself up and towards B main. He has the op, looking for this opening pick. And let's see if it's going to be given to him. Or will it be Mans Not Hot instead to take it? And look at this Nuki. He's holding back. He's expecting this. He has the read. And he finds the opening kill on the Fox. Mans Not Hot now with a 1-man advantage once again. KINGUIN are not going to be able to start off this round very well.
Question is, can Mans Not Hot actually work with this now? As yeah, again, they found that first frag over towards the B bomb site onto Fox, who has been quite dominant over towards that side of the map at this point in time, but still, Mans Not Hot, they're taking their time, not reacting to that info just yet. And Nuki looking in towards mid, knows that there's at least 2 players there, and that might trigger the push to come in now as Nexa also finds the frag through the door. That's the right time to push out. Rallen finding 1 through the smoke, but probably not enough as the bomb's going to go down. Rallen and Maturis, this, well, stage, they are locked out, and the nade not even going to do too much damage here. The site's still going to be locked down by this European mixed team. Tensky comes in from behind. And well, there you go. Right now, KINGUIN still struggling, although they were able to take 2 more rounds just there. Well, just not able to actually get their stuff together.
Yeah, but even if they're taking 2 rounds, they didn't manage to take them back to back, so their economy not really having any sort of a chance to build up any sort of reserve money really to allow for an investment. So facing the double eco, they will actually decide to buy into this one. This gives MANS a really good position now. If they can capitalize on this, they'll likely be making their way up towards 9 before they have to face off against rifles again. So looking amazing right now for the CT side. Esperanto having a good game so far, and he is going to be entering towards the A-bomb site yet again. And Tensky, he's stepping it up also, gets himself a couple of headshots, and there we go, a third one comes in, as now it's all onto Fox. Nice round by MANS just fast towards that A-bomb site, showing confidence, and it works out perfectly, as they will now be leaving Fox alone in a 1-on-5.
When it do, Fox also just, well, looking at the ground there for a second. There's not much he can do either. He is just, well, chilling his time, waiting for someone to push in to find 1 more frag, even maybe to recover a rifle here. But I doubt that MANS is going to go into aggressive. Maybe push in with 1 or 2 players, but definitely not throw their whole manpower in. But even if Fox finds a couple frags here, there's plenty of money for MANS to work with. Even if they lose this next round to come, as well, there's 2 players around that $6,000-7,000 mark. Still the rest of them sitting around 4,000 to 5,000. Looking good here on that T side, especially now that they're going to take the lead. The question is, how strong is that lead going to be as they are going to move in towards that halftime? Still though, KINGUIN still fighting for it with those pistols. Not much that they can do themselves, and I doubt that this round will play out too much differently than the last round did. It's Maturis checking back towards the B site as the push through A has already happened. Now though, well, MANS not hot. I know there's still 1 guy close, but yeah, again, we have all the utility to work with to get those frags in and to get the bomb down and secure the site to be ready whenever the attack with all those pistols arrives.
Yeah, and of course they have no problem at all getting onto the bomb site, getting the bomb down. And KINGUIN now, the best thing they can really do is just try and hopefully get a couple of kills as the T's look to try and exit the bomb site, because almost impossible to get a 5-on-5 eco retake on the B bomb site. Goal right now, try and get themselves a rifle, maybe even the op if possible, drop as many as they can, and allow themselves in the following round to hopefully have a bit of a better buy by carrying over 1 of those rifles for themselves. So, you know, we can see Mutt just sticking around in CT spawn, making his presence known, hoping that he will be able to bait the terrorists into all leaving through B main. Looks like it may be happening. He finds 1 in the middle though. The 3 CT is all just chilling back in T spawn, won't actually be really pushing too far forward, and the question is, MANS will they push into this position? And they will indeed. Tensky's low, but he finds 1 anyway. To be able to get a single kill before he is going to be losing some of his teammates. Mihu and Fox, though, they get an 8K, they're able to take some kills, and they even get the AWP. What an ending to that round there by KINGUIN, getting themselves some weapons, doing a lot of damage, and allowing now for the buy into this round to be extremely solid.
Yeah, the big thing there is KINGUIN were able to get that damage in, and of course, well, compacting that space. MANS they couldn't evacuate from the site to get into a safe distance where they can actually, well, just get away from the whole situation. A lot of them died to the bomb as well. I think 2 of those guys actually ended up dying to the bomb as it exploded. But still, KINGUIN, well, just baiting that out to come out into T was actually really nicely done. But yet again, they were able to recover the op, but the AK was dropped and lost again. So it would have been nice to have an extra weapon there, but still plenty of money to work with. And yet again, enough money to get everyone on an M4 and also to have enough utility to at least that initial defensive line here. Still though, MANS up on that shroud position, finding 1 on towards Nexa. The question is, how can they actually continue with this? As MANS not hot yet again, consistently just, well, losing that first player here and there, going for those aggressive plays that in a lot of situations just uncalled for, but nicely done here from MANS. Finds a second one here as well towards main. That's Esperanto to fall, and the three of those guys from MANS Not Hot already maybe looking to go towards mid and split on towards the A bomb site. 3 versus 5 will be quite difficult. Tensky finds one, can't find a second just yet, does get tagged down to just 9 HP. Smart enough to, well, just fall back, not stick around when that nade flies in. Yeah, again, it's a 3v2 situation. Nuki, he just pushes into A. Get that bomb down. Still, Tensky able to cover it off. And who knows, this might just be a lucky situation where MANS Not Hot can actually get away with a little bit of a messy round, but it hasn't been all said and done just yet. I think that they're pretty aware of where Nuki's at, and the nades flying in, forcing him out of the water at least. Well, forcing him out into the open, and Fox with the CZ finding that frag. Maturus would have been there to trade back, but don't need him just yet. Well, it's 9-5 here, and KINGUIN still a little bit too far back for my liking for their CT side.
I think if they get up to 6, they'll be fairly happy with their CT side. But then again, communication hasn't been really their strong suit either, which is very important on the terrorist side. So I guess we'll see once they do swap over. But MANS Not Hot obviously been able to get a buy in this round once again. I don't think it's... I was going to say I don't think it's perfect, but never mind. There was some weapons already on the floor. So pretty solid buy. And there is still a chance for MANS Not Hot to manage to reach double digits in this half, of course. But a bit of a change by KINGUIN. They have a double upset up between Fox and Mozinho. Let's see how this is going to work out, as right now MANS Not Hot, they will be making their way immediately towards this B bomb site, it seems, trying to up the pace, make this round a little bit faster than in the past, but they will be losing HP early on, but it doesn't matter. Cillian, he makes the play, pushes immediately through the smoke. Esperanto also drops Mutt, as both of the Portuguese players have been eliminated from the server, and now it's all onto the poles, as Mihu is doing his best to try and bring this back. He does get one, but instantly falls, and look at the flank. Rallen going to be able to take down Nukia. They are now aware of this position, and because of that, Cillian finds himself another kill into this round. And now it's all onto Mozinho with the AWP to try and pull off a 1-on-3. He gets a single kill, but that will be it as Nexa returns the favour. And it's double digits for MANS Not Hot now as we swap over towards the second half.
Yeah, especially that round towards B was quite difficult here for KINGUIN. But because, yeah, again, there you saw what the problem was with just Fox being aggressive, not finding that initial frag, and then just being rushed down. But we are already rushing in towards that second half, of course. Do make sure to check out our sponsor, Farmskins here. They claim to have a better odds than Gaben, better drops than Gaben as well. So do make sure to check out Farmskins, as this wouldn't be possible without them. Still though, second half coming in. 10-5, it is still the map pick. It is still first map here for KINGUIN. And they're not looking all too great on their own map pick right now. And if it's going to be anything like this in the second half, then it could be quick business here for MANS Not Hot. They'll be on that CT side. They'll have those pistols. We'll see how strong they can be to hold KINGUIN back.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to be successful. No defuse kit, just 5 sets of Kevlar, so the CTs, they will be opting on the brute force approach, just looking to try and win out their aim duels. On the other hand, KINGUIN, they have one player who's gone ahead and got some form of utility, rather. That is going to be Mozinho. Gets a smoke and the flash, and right now they are just kind of holding back, but they definitely are favouring their presence over towards this A-bomb site, where currently there is Nukia aggressive in towards A main. That is going to be allowing that info to go early on in favour of the CT side, and Esperanto covering the door. So let's see what's going to happen now as the T's finally do regroup in A main, and Fox, he'll be the one leading the way. He's checking this position. Nukia up close will be found, as Fox is able to open it up now and give a bit of an easier passage in towards this A bomb site. As Cillian, he's here to try and help Esperanto now as he finds himself the first headshot. Esperanto, he's getting it done as he gets a double. Fox and Mozinho fall, and now it's all on the Mutt and Mihu, the double M combo, as they find a kill each. Esperanto and Tensky now to try and save it for the CT side as they're looking to try and do so. And Esperanto continues to step it up with finding himself a third headshot into this round. And now it's all onto Mihu, the Polish prodigy, in a 1-on-2. He knows the position of at least one player, but the bomb, it's down in the open. And he has to be cautious of where Tensky's coming from also. As there we go, he spots out the first, gets himself the headshot. And now it's all onto Tensky, but he only needs to connect one bullet on towards Mihu, who's looking very, very weak. And there he will be able to find it. So MANS Not Hot, in the end, they do pick up that pistol round as they take their lead 11-5.
Looking very, very good for this mixed team here, especially taking the pistol. If they can keep it up here on the CT side, if they don't get upset by KINGUIN early on here, then it can absolutely work out perfectly. The big thing here is, of course, on the other side, Mans the Hot, on their first T round, they were able to get the bomb down. They were able to get out onto the site and make it a pretty close round, but still, KINGUIN, they were shut down pretty early, although it did come down to a close battle in the end. It was still pretty obvious who was going to take that. Still though, Mans not hot. Not going for too many rifles. They have two there for Esperanto and Tensky, but the rest of them are on those SMGs, especially UMP and the MP9. Most used SMGs and probably the most efficient ones. We're going to see in those second rounds after half time at least. How much KINGUIN can get done with those pistols. As I say it, Zeno finds one, Rallen with a second, and who knows, Fox with a frag here as well. Nexa able to trade things back. Still though, it is a 3v1 situation as KINGUIN are able to take control of that B-bomb site. And I mean, those frags just coming out all in one explosion there. Pretty much just running in, finding those frags in fast succession. Now Nuki, he's just gone back, recovered one of the M4s, and really difficult for KINGUIN, or sorry, for Mans Not Hot to hang on to this round as KINGUIN just rush in and completely take them apart with these pistols.
Yeah, really nice round there by KINGUIN, giving themselves a lifeline now to try and hang on to this game. If Mans Not Hot had been able to take this one, they likely would have been increasing their lead up towards 13 before the guns came out for KINGUIN, so keeping themselves into it for now, allowing the scoreline to only be 5 rounds in the difference as Nukia just trying to save this M4. Let's see if that's going to be possible. Fox is attempting to hunt, he only has a UMP and he will get taken down. And Nukia getting at least a small amount more damage done for the Mans Not Hot side and is able to also carry over that M4. But now coming into this one, the economy of Mans Not Hot not looking good rather. They do actually have 3 players on double eco territory, so they do decide to buy into this one. A double scout setup, interestingly enough. And Pensky getting a CZ along with a Cillian. So 1 M4, 2 scouts, 2 CZs. Strange setup, but let's see if they're going to be able to get anything done with this with the weaponry that's actually available as it starts off strong for Fox. Nice headshot on towards Nexa.
And of course they'll be looking to further come back into this game as they're still down quite a bit. 5 rounds still in favor of Mans Not Hot. Still though, you can see them as well, forcing up, trying to close down the gap with these couple of pistols that they have, as well as Cillian. Trying to go close here towards mid, but still have all too much to fight for, and as soon as they hear that vent break, they'll go around the corner and try to cause trouble. Rallen will be the one to find a frag, and now it's a 5v3 situation. But right now, especially with 2 scouts here on Esperanto and Tensky, I doubt that they can really hang on to this, but still everything's possible here. As Nuki finds one, but Tensky falls towards B. And that will be the B bomb site open for the taking. And KINGUIN will take full control there for now.
Yeah, and this should be the round now in favour of KINGUIN. I'd presume Mans Not Hot are just going to go ahead and save once again, having the AK and the M4 to carry over into the following round where they won't really have any sort of investment. Gives them some form of a chance to at least try and get damage done. At least try and keep the economy low for Team KINGUIN because they do have a decent lead still. No real need to be forcing for the issue quite yet. Maybe just focus on the upcoming gun round, make sure they can get the ops out, get as much utility as they can possibly have. As right now, KINGUIN, they are looking to try and hunt, which is maybe a little bit dangerous. They themselves don't have the best economy. Only living with 2 players, I believe, in the previous round means they can't really afford to lose too many of these rifles. So I'd presume now they probably will be just halting this push and allowing for these 2 players to survive. So an AK and an M4 being carried over is actually a pretty decent job by Mans Not Hot.
Now for Mans Not Hot, it's not exactly the way that you want to work it, but I think that'll get better as soon as they have that, well, full equipment and utility back in their favor. But right now, KINGUIN are doing a great job on that T side, also taking the battles towards their opponents and trying to get those battles in early as well. The question is, will they slow down the pace as Mans Not Hot will be back towards rifles pretty soon. Esperanto with 1 frag here already. And right now, well, KINGUIN will be going on towards the A-bomb site and get that bomb down. However, Mans Not Hot, they themselves, to go for a retake in a second, don't exactly have too much to work with.
Yeah, maybe another couple of kills could come in. The players who only have pistols definitely should be looking to try and get another couple of couple of weapons dropped from the KINGUIN side if they possibly can. It seems like the rifles are sticking around also, but so far that USP not having too much success. Some nice damage at least being done onto Mihu to allow him to be finished off perhaps a little bit easier. But it is still going to be the round done in favour of KINGUIN no matter what. So only goal right now is just to get some damage in. As Foxy messes up his nade there a little bit. That maybe could have taken down a player over towards Struck if he had managed to actually throw that in that direction. But now, Mans not hot. It seems like they are just going to make sure they save both of those rifles and group the rest of the players up to try and get a kill or two out of this. Which I don't think is going to be possible.
Yeah. I mean, Mans not hot. They're going to have their next spy coming up now. By the way, Mans not hot is always a mouthful to say. It's
yeah,
just
really
one
is.
thing that's like, especially in those fast situations, we haspel through that. However, right now, Mans not hot, they all have to try and recover from that, as KINGUIN have actually gotten some rounds in a row now. Still though, they are just that little bit back. It's still 3 rounds in the lead here for Mans not hot. It's not that KINGUIN really gotten back into it just yet. They were able to pick up a couple of rounds here, but even those went down to the wire, where again Mans not hot were the ones to save the weaponry here and there as well, especially in that last round with all 5 players going for those saves there.
Yeah, that actually allowed them to get a pretty solid buyout in this one. They actually have still some money left on both the Esperanto and a Cillian, so that'll go towards the up later on into this for Esperanto. But Nukia, he'll be the first player to find some contact. Fox goes for a peek on Highway, and as you can see, it won't work in his favour. He loses his head in the process, and because of that, I think KINGUIN are just going to immediately make their way towards this B bomb site, where there is both Nexa and Tensky set up to try and hold this one down. Nice smoke on the bomb site though will allow for some room to be... There's some room for the players to maneuver, but Nexa, he's shutting this one down. Eventually returns, as does Rallen. But now it's all on to Rallen in a 1-on-3 after he does lose his teammate, the Nukia. Falls, and finally also Will Rallen, as it is going to be the round gun in favour of Mans not hot, able to get that first gun round, bring themselves up 12-8. And now KINGUIN, they still have some economy left. They can still scrape together a buy in this one, but they will be spending basically everything. If they're to lose this one, their economy will be broken, and we'll see Mans not hot likely getting up to 14. So a very crucial gun round right now for the mostly Polish side.
Yeah, right now especially, well, KINGUIN, they went for one of those kind of more aggressive plays yet again, where Mans not hot were then able to shut things down, especially there in that last round with Nukia up on top in heaven. Was able to shut things down, and if he wouldn't have been there to close down the frag on towards the bomb site, it could have been a different situation here, because then KINGUIN could have quite easily gotten back into it and taken a little bit more control without the pressure on them. But right now, not exactly working out in their favor. Mans not hot yet again though. They are able to well, pick up one more round here, and maybe this could be the point where they kind of tilt it more in their favor. They show their dominance here, especially on that CT side. They would probably prefer to, well, have started here, but still, they're great. T side now in the second half, they can work with and fight back. Still Rallen and Cillian giving them the battles in towards A main. It does come out in a 3v3 situation, but still, Nukia has to hang on to it on the site. Does find one more, brings it back to a 2-on-2. And now, as Maturis is tagged low on towards Highway, Tensky's able to find one more. Now, Zeno's just going to push in and die as Nexa finds that last headshot in the round. And this is exactly what Mans not hot want in a situation like this. Regain control and now work with it. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I thought you'd finish speaking. But yeah, I really like that play there by Mans not hot, going for that A main flash, going for an aggressive peek to get the info for themselves, and it worked out perfectly. Allowed for them to start that rotate almost instantly, so really nice showing there by the CT side. KINGUIN, at least getting the bomb plant means that it looks like they will be trying to get a buyout into this one, but as we can see, it's mostly just the firepower, very little utility to work with. They have 3 players without head armor also, meaning that those M4s are going to be basically like AK-47, so making that defense even just a little bit easier. So let's see what KINGUIN are going to be able to get done into this one. As right now, it seems like they will just split up for a very standard default and perhaps hope to try and capitalize on any mistakes that'll be made by the Mans not hot side.
Yeah, the big thing here that could kill it for KINGUIN is, of course, the lack of utility. They can't really use those smokes and flashes to go out into one of these 2 bomb sites, as Mans not hot themselves have pretty much everything at their disposal to keep those Ts back. They are able to read those positions still, though. kind of given up on mid, decide to rather bring 3 guys over towards the A bomb site and make sure that they don't make their way up highway. But Mihu finds 1 and a second before Nuki's able to trade things back, and especially now still with 3 players in towards mid, and the option to bring that 4th guy in through door could be the point where KINGUIN can dominate. But they, well, shouldn't run in 1 by 1, but they do in the end. Nuki on 3 frags here, Nexa with 1 as well, and it's down to Ralon all alone against 2.
That was some very nice shots there by Nukia. So, in the savior of the round, I guess, there for Mans in the hot, leaving it all onto Ralon, of course, as you mentioned, in a 1-on-2. And also doesn't really have any utility to work with, so he will have to just straight up win these aim battles, and it's not going to work out. Also no head armor, so Tensky easily has that headshot there, so it is going to be a 14th round for Mans Not Hot. KINGUIN at least getting the bomb plant once again, but if they do decide to buy, it's going to be very similar to the previous one, but even worse, that they won't even have enough for the rifles. So it would be UMPs along those lines with utility, maybe some Galils. So I think it's a bit more likely, I was going to say that we see an eco and they play for overtime, but never mind, they're going to fully invest into this one. They get a couple rifles out, 2 AKs, 1 onto Ralon, 1 onto Mihu, a Galil for Fox, and as mentioned, an SMG will be for Mutt, and Mozinho doesn't even have the honour of doing that. He's going to be working with just the CZ instead. As now it is going to be Mans Not Hot looking really confident, and you can see that from the players that are going to be coming in. Esperanto immediately in towards A main, finds the opening kill onto Mihu. Drops one of the only rifles that was available for the T side. And now on the back foot, KINGUIN, what will they do to try and bring this round back in their favour? And it looks like the decision is to try and get mid control. Let's see if this is going to work out in their favour. As right now, they will also be grouping up towards A main, waiting for the smoke to disappear. To dissipate, but still going to be difficult, especially with a player just posted up on his position in A main. Has another smoke also to throw down. So KINGUIN, they will be just forced through it. Cillian, he'll be the man to get contact, does decide to just fall back off, doesn't want to give that advantage away. And now KINGUIN finally at least reclaiming themselves some map control.
KINGUIN able to make it into A main now, but the Molotov and those flashes are going to keep them back. Matures doesn't get affected by that first flash. Esperanto to find 1 and a second one here as well. Mouzino, though, able to trade things back, and now it's still a 4v2 situation with Ralon in towards mid, and Mouzino now all alone in A main, and he's been falling back as well. Still, it's a 3-on-1. What can you really do with it? As Mouzino is going to be the last one alive here for KINGUIN, and no chance here to get the bomb down and around like this. That extra money won't be granted to them. However, of course, loss bonus will actually be building itself up here. Will be, well, at least enough to get a couple of pistols here, or at least force those SMGs, as they won't have enough money for a full buy. And it could be that last round, as Mans Not Hot are on that map point here on the map pick of KINGUIN.
Yeah, and the 2 Lithuanian players have been absolutely on fire. Esperanto and Nukia have been having some amazing rounds. Esperanto with the rifle and the op. Nukia also doing something similar. He's, interestingly enough, being the primary upper on the CT side so far, it seems, which is a bit strange because Esperanto is the one to pick that up on the terrorist side. But I guess it's all about the positions and just feeling confident with it right now. He has been hitting some great shots, so wants to continue on with it. But right now, KINGUIN, once again, working with a bit of a weaker buy than perhaps they would like. And right now, they will be actually putting a lot of focus over towards the mid position as well as in towards B, as they have managed to get control of checkers. But Tensky, he's going to peek out along with a flash from his teammate and take that first kill once again in favour of the European mixture. It is going to be now KINGUIN on the back foot as always, and been increased even further now, that disadvantage that they had, as it is going to be Mihu falling to the AK of Esperanto. 3-on-5 for KINGUIN to try and keep themselves in this map. If not, it will be Mans Not Hot picking up cash. Let's see if it's going to be possible. Right now it is going to be the 3 players all grouped up over towards the side of B. One of those rather in towards Connector, so I was wrong, but it's no success so far other than Mutt being able to find 1, as now it's all onto Ralon. He's the last man standing in a 1-on-4. Let's see if he's going to be able to get anything done now, as he has to try and win this out. No saving, no chance of doing so. Hits a great headshot to start it off, at least on the Nukia. But he will be still with 3 opponents to try and take down him. With his position known, it is going to be difficult. Cillian playing in towards the bomb site next to below. We'll be able to find that final kill. So it is going to be 16-8 in favour of the Mans Not Hot side. So we are just going to be sending them back to the analyst desk now to discuss the map we just witnessed.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the studio and analyst desk as well. Mans Not Hot managed to take the first map 16-8, and they're 1 map away from that final of Group B, and they will play that final if they manage to win against Vindigo. So pretty good showing on cash from Mans Not Hot, even though it wasn't their pick. Nuke, new player, AWP player, seems like for MANS Not Hot on City side. Pretty okay performance from him. Esperanto had okay game as well. I mean, practically every single member of MANS Not Hot had their individual plays from time to time in this match. On the other side, KINGUIN once again not really showing up on the map they picked. Only 8 rounds. Not even threatening, I would say, MANS Not Hot to be able to close this cash out, Danny. So what do you think, what was the problem for KINGUIN? Was it Nuke?
Yeah, Nuke and Esperanto, they were having 45 kills combined, but I mean, Fox tried to play, he likes to play aggressive towards Toxic from B side, so he was playing with AWP, so he tried to push a little bit for some information, but at that point Nuke was waiting for him with AWP and he shot him down, so since then Fox didn't even try to do the same thing until the end. But overall, I mean, great game for MANS Not Hot as I expected. As I said, 16-8.
You said 16-8?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, he said 16-9.
Yeah. Oh, so we were all on the side of MANS Not Hot, but you were correct with the result. Congrats.
Oh my god.
Congrats.
Well, thanks.
He said 16-9, you said 16-8, I said 16-13, but
yeah.
Well played, well played. I'll give you a clap. Let's give him a clap. Yeah. No, only one.
Just
only
once,
one.
man.
Yeah, only one. It's enough for this result. Yeah, Hogar on the other side. I mean, we talked about Fox needing to show up in order for KINGUIN to be a threat here for MANS Not Hot, and we said that it's going all to be down to individual skill, and basically it all came down to that. But they really, I mean, the whole KINGUIN squad didn't really hit their shots when they needed. Especially on T side, we saw that MANS Not Hot getting control of basically everything. B side, main, then going for a repick on main to take a retake, I should say main again, and again KINGUIN no answer of that.
Yeah, I don't want to sound so harsh, but I think there is a limit of age how long you can play CS. I mean, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There is experience, there is everything, but you really need to step up individually on your game plan as a aimer. You know, you need to frag. It is in past when you can play with 4 players just killing and 1 player in game leading, just calling shots, right? You need to frag. So basically, when you're anchor on a site and you don't get frags, your team is doomed. You cannot win that match. So they have chance on next map, but they really need to woke up and really just try basic stuff. Just spread with your teammates, make some crossfire or trade players, and you don't need to do anything fancy. You just need if the thing is, if you cannot get a kill, frag by yourself, be a bait. I mean, spread, try to shoot. If you don't kill, damage. It doesn't matter. You have 3 teammates from Poland. They're really all good. I mean, they're maybe one of the best individual players now in the Poland. So they can trade. They can make frags. You just need to, if you cannot make yourself worthy in the aim ways, just be support player, throw flash, just spread and let others do your job.
Yeah, I think the problem for them was in that setup on T side. You basically see there's no option for trade fragging unless they all go into main and try to make something happen. But again, individual skill from Esperanto comes into play. He gets 2-3 kills by himself, no trade at all.
Yeah.
And at that point, you know that something is wrong with your whole setup. But yeah, as you said, maybe KINGUIN has a chance on Mirage. That's the second map of this best of 3 series. We are going for a short commercial break, but before that, of course, we want to find out if KINGUIN can bounce back on MANS Not Hot's pick. So we'll see you shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to Farmskins Championship Season 2. We have 16 teams fighting their way through GSL format group stage, and we'll be fighting against 4 invited teams in playoff single elimination bracket for 1 slot at IEM Katowice. I'm Rem, and I will be your host for today, and together with me, Hogar and Danny, here for the second map of the second duel between MANS Not Hot and KINGUIN. MANS Not Hot winning first map 16-8 on cash. Second map is Mirage. So, boys, looking at how KINGUIN played that cash, Hogar, would you give them any chance coming back into Mirage? Maybe a strong start?
Not at all. The thing is, the Polish guy, my opinion, are wasting time with this international squad. I think they have a lot of Polish potential in their country, and they should make easier job for themselves and make home team as they were before. And I mean, I don't give them any chance at this tournament, at this match, at this lineup at all.
Yeah, if they lose, they're out of the tournament as well. So a lot of things to fight for if they want to go to IM or even play off in that manner. But Danny, Mirage is, let's say, more open map for Operas as well. Nuke had a really good game with AWP on cash, even though, as we mentioned, KINGUIN maybe did not threat him that much, and he had all freedom to do whatever he wants. Do you think that maybe his performance, if he keeps on performing like he did on cash, that can make a difference for MANS Not Hot and maybe them taking the map as well?
Yes, but I think MANS Not Hot will go for double AVP setup. I'm sure that Esperanto will be playing AVP towards BEPS and Nuki probably staying on the middle or guarding A from City, that ticket. So it's going to be really hard for KINGUIN, but I think they should be starting on T side to dictate the tempo, and for one more reason, because Nuki is the most recent player that joined MANS Not Hot. I think he played one game before this one. I'm not sure, but
No, he played a lot of games before this one.
when did he join?
I think 2 weeks ago when
2 weeks ago,
when they or a week ago when they played first qualifier for IM.
because I was watching, reading their results from past week.
Yeah, but they're
and
not on
Kalinka was
HLTV.
no,
They're not on HLTV, no.
and that's their problem. So
That's your problem.
I don't want to work with this guy.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, you are stuck with me. So what can we do about that?
Boss, please react. Still, it's going to be really hard for KINGUIN,
Thank you, then.
and I'll deal with you later.
Ooh. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. So, Hogar, I mean, disregarding the AWP players, yeah, they're important on Mirage as well, but the most important thing probably is mid control. For Ts, we talk about that a lot, especially just because you can do whatever you want if you have mid control. Also depends on how cities react, but seeing that both teams are kind of newish, to call them like that, do you maybe think that maybe at that time a great reaction can win you a round, maybe a reset the other team? For example, they take control of mid, you gamble, push 2 guys towards ramp to clear that part of the map, so you be safe in one place, let's call it like that, and that kind of place can win a round for you or even a whole match.
Yeah, in the first you must fight for the middle, and if you keep losing the rounds, you need to find some other solution. So you need to push actually a ramp or house or BFs, so you can take control of some part of the map. The thing is, KINGUIN has more, I mean, how to explain it? Maybe more time. They prepared the Mirage to prepare Mirage with this lineup. The Nuki is the new guy, but this is the basic stuff. You can do this on this map. So still, I don't have I don't see a light for the KINGUIN team. So
The light at the end of the tunnel.
yeah, that one.
Like Danny doesn't see a light at the end of the tunnel when he said he doesn't want to work with me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I don't want to say anything.
Yeah. you are allowed to stay silent. Everything you say will be used against you in a court of law. Danny, prediction time.
Mans not hot 16-11.
16-11, Man's not hot.
Okay, can I go last this time?
Okay, 16-7, Man's not hot.
16-5.
I knew it.
16-5?
Yeah, Man's not hot.
Something lowest.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if Man's not hot will be able to take this second map and move further into the bracket, of course, against Vindigo for that final spot of Group B. We're ready soon to go live, so our casters, Dean and Feeling, are going to take you away. So, see you soon, boys.
Alright guys, welcome back to the stream. We are going to have the second map of KINGUIN up against MANS Not Hot just about commencing. We will be going live into the knife round. So it is myself, as always, up with Phelan. It is going to be both of us bringing you once again through this action. And what do you think? What way do you think this game is going to go? Do you have any predictions?
To be honest, I haven't seen KINGUIN so long, so I didn't even expect that the first game is going to be that clearly. But I think here in Mirage, it could be a situation where MANS Not Hot, especially with their win rate that they've had in the past 3 months, is absolutely going to take KINGUIN apart. I checked it in the pause, and I think that in the past 3 months, guys from MANS Not Hot had like an 83% win rate, even with a stronger T side than a stronger CT side. So that could definitely be something to watch out for, especially if KINGUIN end up starting on that CT side. However, well, we'll see. I doubt that it's going to take long, as well. I think I heard one of the predictions on the desk saying 16-5, and I think that it could well be one of those score lines. But I think that there's a little bit more in it for KINGUIN.
Certainly, and interestingly enough, in this one, KINGUIN not going to be going with any utility, so we may see a bit of a faster paced round coming in. It seems like their focus will be towards middle, where Mihu will be able to open it up. He takes down Esperanto. Gives a nice man advantage now for the T side to work with. And KINGUIN now been able to find that opening kill. I guess they're happy enough with just falling back off, regrouping towards the B-bomb site. And Tetsky, he had gone aggressive, so spots out that info quite early, so the bomb will actually be going over towards A instead. A bit of a, perhaps, fake trying to be sold, but I don't think the CT set are going to be quite falling for this one. They still have an exit in position, as is Nukia in towards jungle, but it will be a retake setup either way from MANS Not Hot. And over towards B, the aggressive push. Mihu almost gets caught off guard. That could have been an important kill, but it's Mihu instead to come out on top of it in the end. Takes down Tensky. And over towards A now, the action will finally be commencing as Astillion returns it on B, but still over on A, it's all in favour of KINGUIN. Astillion will now be the last man standing in a 1-on-4.
Stuff here from KINGUIN to push out. Well, on that T side, they might have the chance to start off with a good lead here, and that could be something where those, well, extremely one-sided predictions could go the other way, especially now with the pistol 1 and, well, together with the bomb being planted. There's plenty of money for KINGUIN here, and of course MANS Not Hot themselves. They don't really have anything to go for here. I'm guessing that they are going to go for those forced pistols, probably going to go close towards ramp and even maybe aggressive in towards mid and those apartments, if they so please. But right now you can already see it, Nuki, just in that window area, already dropped down into underpass, and that's going to be something where he's going to be pressured out early. Yeah, the push towards mid comes in. They're just trying to go for those frags. They do find one, but still down by one here. Down by 2 now, and 3 is me, who's picking up frags towards the A bomb site now as well. Only Astillion still alive, but he won't be able to do anything here. As well, Rallen was the only one to fall, and nice round here for KINGUIN as they, well, show MANS Not Hot how you do it with that strong T side buy.
Yeah, this should be an easy round now coming in for the KINGUIN side. MANS Not Hot, of course, only working with 5 USPs, so ideally they just want to try and get a couple kills out of this. KINGUIN, knowing they're up against the Fulico, of course, they have a Mach 10 available. It is going to be in the hands of Rallen, but it's actually Mihu to open it up. He is going to be working from ramp with the AK-47. Finds the opening kill, and there we go. Rallen finally going to get a bit of action as he's trying to build himself up some bank with this Mach 10. And he will be able to get 2. So $1,200 into the bank for Rallen, not too bad, and a perfectly clean round by KINGUIN as they keep all 5 players alive. And now the guns will be coming out for MANS Not Hot, and it will be the 1-up. And interestingly enough, it's just going to be Nuki that's going to be utilising this. He did have some really nice rounds on cash with us, so I think it is definitely a good pickup. He will also have a good spawn for middle, so bringing this immediately towards this position. as KINGUIN don't decide to upgrade into this one. They keep the Mach 10, and it seems like we may see a fast round coming in towards A. Only Rallen looking to try and lurk his way up connector, perhaps, as Mihu, he'll lead the way out of Palace. Spots out the first player, will find a headshot. Esperanto trades it back still, though, so it is going to remain in a 4-on-4. The only problem is the CT side, they don't have a kit available, so if they are to lose the bomb site, it could get dangerous. But Nuki, he steps it up, as does Tensky. And now it's going to be only onto the two Portuguese players to try and clutch this one out.
Right now, though, Fox and Maturus, they're still in decent positions here, have that bomb down. However, I think that if Man's Not Hot work together here, work out of CT, they might still have a decent chance. Sicilian finds one to trade back. Foxen, what a headshot there from Maturus. Nicely done, and it's 4-0 here for KINGUIN. Man's Not Hot with their first buy, not able to show any impact here. And yeah, you mentioned at the start of the round with that not upgrade mentality for KINGUIN, but it worked out perfectly for them as they already had those 4 AKs from the round before. And right now, though, we'll see where Man's Not Hot can go from this, as they're down to just, well, 2 P250s and 2 Deagles here alongside a USP for Nukia.
Yeah, Mihu should be able to find at least one kill, but he may get caught off guard afterwards. A nice little crossfire was set up. He turns and gets a second, takes down both of the Lithuanian players, but at least the kill does come in eventually for Man's Not Hot. And there we go. Nexa hits a nice shot on towards Fox. The damage is at least being done this time to the economy, but it may not be enough as it's all onto Asilian. And he will be taken down by Rallen. There we go. Perfect game sense. Spots out the leg coming through the smoke. And it will be KINGUIN to get themselves off to a 5-0 start. So this is looking much better than it was on Cash already.
That is the start that you want to have for the polls here. Yeah, again, Man's Not Hot. They didn't quite have too many of these buy rounds just now. They had one prior, but now this is going to be the second one where they have that full investment into it. This one might even be a little stronger. The question is, can they get a first frag in here? As generally on Mirage, a lot of these teams, they will try to go for that first frag on the T side and then try to work off of that to then rush out onto the site and try to find those follow-ups as well. Right now, though, Man's Not Hot. 3 players towards that B-bomb site, and also, okay, not too far away himself. Make that rotate as well to make it 4 there.
Yeah, right now KINGUIN are just sitting back. They know that they're in a good position right now. They've kind of got the players of Man's Not Hot maybe a little bit afraid after going down 5-0 early on. So just using their own utility to try and force out some utility from the CT side. Allow them to have an easier time once they do decide to hit one of these bomb sites, have less Molotovs and flashes to actually have to be available rather for the CT side to try and counter the pushes. So right now they have made a decision. 50 seconds remaining. They will group back up with most of their presence over towards A ramp. They also have 2 players on mid, so they will be looking to try and split up towards this A bomb site. As right now, it is actually a fairly passive setup by the CT as they're playing for the retake. Finally do actually put someone in towards window to maybe try and take this player down who comes up connector eventually, but I don't think they're aware currently. Mihu, he will make his way into the ladder room and will actually get taken down by Esperanto. So opening kill in favour of Man's Not Hot. And he will find himself a second headshot. As now the remaining 3 players trying to make their way out ramp. They are going to have a tough time trying to penetrate this defence. But there we go, some nice nades go down. Rallen will be able to take one, but instantly returned by Nukia. Fox on the up also though. He gets the trade frag successfully once again, but now he is the last man standing in a 1-on-3 as he gets the first. But it's costly in terms of the HP, down to only 12. If you wanted any man in this situation right now with the up for the Team KINGUIN side, it would be Fox. We know what he can do. He really can pull off some seriously flashy rounds as he looks to try and readjust his position and wrap around towards the short spot so that he can actually spot out this bomb and try and deny the bomb plant. That has been tapped, but luckily enough so far, no one on Man's Not Hot is going to be sticking this, but they will be aware. And there we go, Tensky finds the final kill. So nice try by Fox to at least get the 2 extra kills and cause some damage to the economy of Man's Not Hot, who finally pick up their first round.
Yeah, good stuff there. Of course, Sicilian, he had that kit. He was ready to get that defuse down. But I think that's even a situation where, as soon as they were aware, they wanted to go for that frag first, not get the defuse in, and just say, no, we'll rather get that frag, take a little bit more extra money off of KINGUIN. We know we still have an op to go back to and recover that. And with that, nice round here from Man's Not Hot. Still 3 players dying. It's difficult to then keep the economy rolling, but at least, well, they do have a full equipment round in this round to come. KINGUIN, of course, 5 rounds in a row. They're not going to be struggling. Not in this round. They do still have some money at their disposal for the round to come as well. However, right now, again, KINGUIN just taking their time, going for that mid-area aggression and just trying to take that control to have the options at their disposal when they want to actually push out.
Yeah, really nice slow methodical control there on middle for KINGUIN, just slowly taking over control of it using smokes and molotovs to flush all the CT players back off at their angles. So well done, and because of that it is going to be the CT's rather just falling back off towards the bomb sites mostly. Nice find by Esperanto, but he will be instantly returned by Mousinho. So we do end up in a 4-on-4, which does usually tend to favour the terrorist side, and as I was going to say that, Mutt, it was looking like he may be able to take that frag, but he ends up falling to Nexa. As now it is going to be the man advantage in favour of the European mixed side, as it is now going to be KINGUIN with 3 players looking to try and make their way towards this A bomb site from 2 different positions, albeit as 2 of them come in from ramp. One player who was previously boosted into window is just going to continue on in this position, and he could maybe get something done on the lurk, but he has to make a move soon. Very little time left, and his teammates, they do have to try and get this bomb down, and there is still currently a player hiding on the back of the bomb site in the form of Nexa, who may be able to just take 1 or 2 kills in the process here and just basically shut this round down, but he's whiffing. It's not working out perfectly. Will be actually Fox to win out that battle eventually, so a bit awkward there by Nexa, but luckily enough Nuki was still alive, but Fox steps it up once again, gets himself a second, and now it's a 2-on-2. Mousinho is low though, so Fox will be the main player we look towards to try and get this round over the finish line for KINGUIN. As Mousinho now stuck in this corner, will get taken down by Tensky, and once again it's all onto Fox in a 1 versus 2.
Yeah, the good thing here, though, as well, is with that flash coming out from Connector towards the site, Tensky was kind of pulling all of the attention towards him. Fox should know here that the bomb's getting defused, and Vasilian will be the one to find the frag there in the end as well. Op will be recovered, and a good round here for MANS in the end. Still, though, KINGUIN would have had that chance, but just weren't able to lock that round down.
Yeah, 2 in a row now for MANS KINGUIN, they can buy again, which is good, but if they were to lose this round, then I think they will be struggling, likely going to have to face off against 1 eco. So MANS getting themselves into a decent position now, finally chaining some rounds together, building up some bank, and there we go. Nukia steps it up and wins out that off battle against Fox at top mid. So early on, it will be MANS being able to claim themselves a 1-man advantage. Let's see if KINGUIN are going to be able to bring this one back. They do have 2 players on ramp, including the bomb. Rallen seems to be setting up some form of a smoke, and I think an execute towards this A bomb site is what KINGUIN are going to be looking to go for right now, as it is actually a retake set up by MANS, so a good chance of them being able to actually make their way out to the bomb site, maybe even get the bomb plant, and then try and play for the after plant.
Right now, yet again, MANS they've been taking that defensive stance over towards this A bomb site, just kind of focusing over towards mid, and then keeping 1 player back at ticket booth, not actually taking too much control towards the site itself. But right now it's been working out. Nexa can always spot those players and call them to relay that information over to his teammates. But yeah, again, KINGUIN, they're able to get onto the site. They're able to, we'll probably get the bomb down here in a second. Tensky going for that spray through the box, not finding the frag just yet, not finding any damage either. But Mousinho, he won't survive for long. As well, in the end, it will be Nuki with that op to take the frag, and nice stuff here for MANS, especially 3 players surviving is something good to see here on the CT side.
Yeah, taking 3 rounds in a row now, but KINGUIN, they will actually be able to get a buyout once again. Thanks to the money bonus beginning to build up, thanks to the 3 rounds lost in a row, as well as getting the bomb plants, they will be able to scrape some form of a buyout. It's not ideal. They don't have the up onto Fox this time, which has really been the main weapon that's been picking them up around so far. I think up against the guns for sure anyway. He has been the one that's been able to find most of the openings. But coming into this one, instead, a CZ available, 2 UMPs, and Mousinho and Rallen will be the players that have the rifles to work with. And it looks like they will be making their way over towards B, where Cillian and Tensky are going to be awaiting. And they have a decent amount of utility left to try and hold this down, as now the flashes come in. Will be the first kill going in favour of Cillian as he just shuts this down. A quick double kill, and Tensky returns it also, as Rallen will eventually be able to finish off the final player on that B bomb site, but already the time ticking away. The players have rotated in, and Rallen is now going to be the last man standing. Has the bomb in his possession at least. He does find that 1 kill onto Esperanto, and that actually gives him a chance now to try and make his way over towards the A bomb site. So 1-on-2 as Nukia and Nexa now. Let's see if they're going to be able to pull this one off, or will Rallen come up with a great clutch? And I like this. He's trying to force the kill. He's pushing it to CT spawn, but he won't be able to win it out. So in theory it was nice, but he wasn't able to connect his shots. Nexa is the one that puts the round in favour of MANS. And then 1 round in the difference, as I think KINGUIN finally will have to go for an eco.
Pause coming out here as well from KINGUIN. Yeah, it's kind of difficult. I mean, they were able to take 5 rounds early. Now MANS the Hot have gotten back into it, kind of situate themselves on that CT side. And yeah, again, not all the money at their disposal, although they did win 4 rounds in a row. All 4 of those rounds were quite tight rounds, but yeah, we'll see where they can actually go with this as MANS the Hot are, well, working on that defense, have actually been able to lock KINGUIN down here. We'll see where it will go from here.
Yeah, but while we have a quick chance, actually, while we're on a break, I'm going to go ahead and just tell everyone to check out Farmskins.com. They are, of course, the sponsor of this tournament. It's thanks to Farmskins that we are able to bring this action to you. So go ahead and head on over to Farmskins.com and open yourself up some crates. They say they have better drops than Gaben, so I guess you can go and find out. Obviously, that can't be really too difficult. I always get blues when I open up cases in CSGO, so yeah, that's all I guess. So and they'd have to be better drops for me, at least. But right now, we will be looking to get back into this. KINGUIN, they did, of course, have that tactical pause. They have decided on putting some form of an investment into this round, but the fact that they do have lost now 4 rounds in a row, in the upcoming it will be 5 if they aren't able to pull it off in this. They do have plenty of money bonus, so it allows them to at least get something out in this round. As next, look at this aggressive push. He's going to be pushed right up into ramp, and this could get dangerous, but he gets the first, transfers onto the second. He won't take that kill quite yet, but he does the damage, and there we go. Gets himself the headshot on the Mihu, as now it's looking to be going all in favor of MANS the Hot once again. Only a single kill so far for the T side, as Mazinho is the last man standing. Has claimed himself 1 more at least, but that will be it as Esperanto closes that one down.
Yeah, MANS the Hot, they were able, of course, they had everything at their disposal, and KINGUIN, well, didn't have anything really to work with apart from those pistols. They did benefit from MANS the Hot kind of, well, going for that aggressive stance instead of just holding back with it. But in the end, they were shut down early on, and it's exactly what MANS the Hot were looking for. They were able to get a little bit of extra cash in with that MP9 as well. But apart from that, great stuff here from the mixed team from MANS the Hot. And right now, KINGUIN, they have to change something up on this T side. Yet again, Nuki able to find the first couple of frags.
Oh my god.
A no-scope through the wall headshot onto Machuris. Nicely done there. And well, Nex is the next one to find a frag as well. And it's all, well, Rallen alone in towards mid. Rushing in, Tensky shutting him down, and well, although KINGUIN had a great start towards the second map, it seems to be coming down to more what we saw on map 1, on Cash on the map pick of KINGUIN earlier, where MANS Not Hot were dominating the whole storyline, and we'll see where it'll work.
Yeah, there's not really much you can do when Nuki's just wallbanging, no scoping you up mid, like, so I don't really know right now. KINGUIN, I don't really think they're doing anything wrong. They've just been losing out the Angel, similar to on Cash, where it seemed like communication was perhaps a problem, but this time, let's see what's going to happen. The Pistols are able to close the distance at least, get their way in towards the B-bomb site, drop the first player, and actually now they have full control of the B-bomb site overall. And there we go, another kill coming in by Rallen, gets Tensky on the flank. So as I say, that KINGUIN, they may be able to pull off an upset with just the Pistols, as it's 3 players now remaining for MANS Not Hot. And they don't really have the best economy, so I don't really know if a 3 versus 5 retake on the B-bomb site is really worth going for.
That's been something where MANS Not Hot, although they were able to take 6 rounds in a row, they've been, well, not really building their economy up too strongly. It's been kind of just the past 2 or 3 rounds where they were actually able to get around with a lot more money than before. And even here, the push is coming out, and Fox able to find 2 more here. Nuki's still looking for those frags. Might just be better off trying to save in towards CT and say, nope, don't want to go for those battles. I'd rather have my op at my disposal in the next round without having too much reinvestment here. As you can see, the money still alright here for MANS Not Hot. Not looking all too bad, and it seems like it will be another one of those close halves, a lot closer than we saw on the first map, of course, where it was, I think, 10-5 guys from MANS Not Hot at halftime. But we'll see, as MANS Not Hot, of course, statistically have proven to be a little bit stronger and confident on that T side than that CT side, but we'll see how it will turn out after half-time. But right now, KINGUIN, they'll still be looking to find at least 1 or 2 more rounds to maybe even go into half-time with the lead in their hands.
Yeah, there we go. Mutt is going to be able to find that opening kill on towards Esperanto, who was looking to get aggressive. And interestingly enough, right now, the double up setup wasn't in the hands of Esperanto at all. It was Nukia and Asilian instead. So still have both of those ops available. It is going to be a one-man advantage in favor of KINGUIN as they do take basically full control of middle. So they've got themselves into a very good position, both in terms of the man advantage and the map control. But Tensky goes for the aggressive push on ramp. He will be able to bring it back into a 4-on-4. And he doesn't lose any HP in the process either, which is important. So remains healthy, as it looks like KINGUIN will still make their way towards this A bomb site. 2 players coming up connector, 2 players coming in through, or rather 3 players up connector and 1 player in through the ramp, as it is going to be one on the bomb site for the CTs. Next is taken down. Aggressive in Palace is Tensky, so let's see what he'll be able to get done from this position. But right now KINGUIN with a one-man advantage. It's looking difficult. Nice shot there by Asilian, but he won't be able to find the kill. Instead, just damage was connected, as there we go. Tensky finally decides to pounce from Palace. He gets one before falling, but still, it will be the CTs able to get those trades successfully. But now it's all onto Nukia. We've seen him pull off some nice rounds already. A 1-on-2 now. Let's see if it's possible. Low HP onto both players, but still it's going to be tough. Muterus, oh, he almost gets the spam there, and he gets on the second chance. It's all onto Rallen. He is on the stairs right now. No nade available. Nukia, I don't know if he knows. Oh my god, he hits the shot!
How does he hit that? Insane flick there on towards our last player. And it's stuff like that that makes Mans Not Hot win rounds. How in the world do you land a shot like that? How do you survive in a situation like that?
I have no idea. It's just, he didn't even bother using the pistol while both of the players were literally one shot with the pistol. He knows he knows he can do it with the op, and he hits an absolutely amazing flick on the second guy after that first wallbang. Nukia is having definitely a good series so far. We saw Mancash have some amazing rounds, and he's doing so once again, as he really is looking like a very solid pickup for this Mans Not Hot side. But KINGUIN, they are able to buy into this one again. It is going to be early on some HP going in favor of Team KINGUIN, as they do manage to take Esperanto down to 17. But then again, in the previous round, even with the man advantage, it was brought back in favor of Mans Not Hot. So let's see if this time they will be able to capitalize on that early damage advantage that they've attained for themselves. And there we go. Rallen gets one. Tensky will be able to return that, but Nukia, he's the player that's been removed from the server. So I guess if you're a KINGUIN fan right now, you'll be happy to see that.
Yeah, right now, yet again, KINGUIN able to take control of that site. Esperanto still in the back corner, 17 HP on him, so not much he can really do. I think he's even been spotted now. So, he still seems to be unaware of it. He does drop the bomb, doesn't find the second player, still thought that he was up on that wood area. However, it is down to Asilian, and we'll see what he can actually do. Is he actually going to go for that bang through the side of Ticket? I think he was thinking about it for a second. Not actually going to go for it at the moment. Still, 2 of these players on 100 HP and no chance for him here. Well, it's 7-7 right now, and the question is who's going to have that slight lead in towards halftime, as Mans Not Hot don't really have too much to fight for, as it's only 3 CZs, a Deagle and a Scout here for this mixed team, as KINGUIN, of course, are fully equipped. All nades and weapons to work with. You can already see them taking the pace towards mid and B already here.
Yeah, nice try there by Nexado. We'll be able to return it onto Mozinho at least. Rifles are retrievable, as right now it will be the T's with full control of the B bomb site. Rallen, nice aggressive push, will be able to take another kill onto Asilian, also claim control of the kitchen. But Esperanto, he's gotten himself an AK and he's getting damage done. A quick double headshot comes in, but instantly back in favor of Team KINGUIN. As now it's all onto Tensky in a 1-on-2. Has a scout available. That is going to be it for right now, as he comes in through the short smoke and he spots out the first player, but I think his position has also been noted also now, as Mutt is definitely going to be aware. Fox is going to be going back now to try and retrieve the bomb, but this could get dangerous if Mutt is to fall. Luckily enough, Tensky is very low on HP and he's going to now opt to go with the CZ, but I think he's been a little bit cautious of his flank just in case there is a player trying to sneak in behind. As now 50 seconds remains. The bomb, where will it go? It looks like it is still going to go towards B, which could be dangerous now, especially that Tensky has been able to retrieve himself an AK, but he will be found. There we go. Mutt finds the final kill, and in the end, KINGUIN, after getting themselves a 5-0 start, they do still win the half out 8-7, but I think Mans Not Hot are going to be fairly happy with the amount of rounds that they were able to bring back into this one.
Both sides can definitely be happy with the result at the point, but right now, still, KINGUIN, they're looking good here. Definitely finding more and more here on Mirage. But yeah, again, after that strong start, it has kind of been going back from that point. Still into the halftime with the lead. The question is, can they take pistol here as well? Will it be Man's Not Hot to now, well, gain control of this second map, of their own map pick? As well, statistically, they are definitely the better team here, with KINGUIN, well, not really playing Mirage that often, and definitely not showing up as much as Man's Not Hot.
Yeah, certainly. Still no defuse kit for the CT side, interestingly enough. So happy enough with just going with the 5 sets of Kevlar, apparently. So let's see what the T's go for. They do have a lot of utility, and they are looking prepared for perhaps an execute. But right now, it is just one of those players towards top middle. Pensky currently back in Palace, so I don't know if they probably have a decision about where they are going to be gone, but they aren't really telegraphing that quite yet. But as they do regroup back into T-spawn, look to try and retrieve the bomb, I'd say the B site looking a little bit more likely, which is currently where there is a bit of a stack coming in by Team KINGUIN. It seems like they have some form of a raid. And let's see if it's going to actually be correct, as right now the bomb finally going to be making its way towards the B apartments, looking to try and come out towards the B bomb site. We see 2 players actually up towards the balcony, one jump peek and trying to bait for Mousinho, who'll be looking to just try and catch a couple of players off by surprise. As now, Man's Not Hot, they will finally be beginning this execute. They have 40 seconds remaining to try and get into this bomb site, and as mentioned, 4 players to try and overcome. It's going to be very tough, as now their presence has been shown. They will finally be making noise. They'll be making their way up through the apartments. Mousinho up close. He finds the first, and he gets a second also. It's not going to be traded back, rather. Mousinho stepping it up big time, as it is now all onto Tensky, but he finds one at least. But on a 1-on-4, going to be almost impossible. Needs the ace clutch if he wants to be able to take this pistol round for his team. And it is going to be Mihu instead to close that one out.
Zeno there, well, the X factor in that round, really. Close up towards the apartments. Does end up finding, what, 3 frags there. It works out perfectly for him and also for his team here, as they do take another pistol round. The question is it going to take as long as it did before for Man's Not Hot to regain the grip into this second map, or Man's Not Hot going to come back stronger in just a couple of rounds time? Right now, 4 Deagles and a CZ to work with. Yeah, anything done with this is Mihu is going to be the player to push up in towards mid. Finds one and falls back immediately. Great stuff here from KINGUIN at the start of the round, and of course they aren't going to give anything away for free here. Esperanto will be the next player to look for that frag. The question is, can he actually find anything here, as he's moving in towards mid at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know if there's really much Man's Not Hot can do right now. Only pistols, very little utility other than 1 flash, and looks like they will be grouping up towards the A-bomb site, looking to try and take over this side of the map, but still going to be difficult right now. 3 players are ready to shut this down, and with all rifles, this should be fairly easy for KINGUIN, unless some real amazing shots are pulled off with these pistols, and it's just not happening right now. It is going to be Mutt taking himself 3 quick kills, rather 2. Mousinho taking that final one, but yeah, nice round there coming in by KINGUIN. Been able to take that one quite cleanly, only losing a single weapon, as now they should be just up against a full eco and should have an even easier time.
Yeah, it's not going to be anything anytime soon for Man's Not Hot. They need that full buy again. They need a solid full buy to go in, take control, and then they should still have a decent chance to get back into it. But it's going to be at least 11-7, if not even more than that, for KINGUIN to kind of work and have that little bit of a buffer for Man's Not Hot to come back into. But right now, of course, Man's Not Hot with these Glocks fully flashed in towards mid. Rallan taking full control in the end. Will die to Tensky, but that's the only thing that the guys from Man's Not Hot gain here with those pistols. Full buy to follow, and now let's see what they can do. 5 AKs and plenty of utility to work with, at least. Well, smokes and flashes across the board. Tensky and Asilian with 2 Molotovs as well. Yeah, again, they are looking to make their way over towards the B bomb site of the map. Fox might actually die with that Molotov also flying in, but only gets tanked down to about 34 HP. And well, in the meantime, the spray down in towards middle almost takes the life of Asilian. As right now, the rest of his team has moved up in towards the B bomb site. Can they make a move here? And of course, Fox has already found one. Next able to trade things back, but still, it is a 4v2 situation in favor of KINGUIN here. Esperanto does find one more Nuki here as well. And now he does bring it back towards a 2-on-2. Still, Mauzino pushing out, finding the frag, dropping the bomb here. And no chance for Esperanto. They would have lined up, but he doesn't get the spray down. And with that, another round here for KINGUIN. And they are able to further extend their lead. And Man's Not Hot just not able to regain any kind of control here.
Yeah, and thanks to at least have a money bonus, they'll be able to upgrade some pistols and Kevlar, but right now KINGUIN are taking full control of this game. We can see that on the CT side, they're just locking this down, and it's looking so much better right now. Starting off strong as they did on the T side, of course, they are up 4-0 right now on the CT side themselves, but we still have to be cautious because we have to remember a similar thing did happen on the previous half, and Tensky, nice damage being connected onto Fox there, who continued to face, got taken onto 16, and Nuki, a great shot onto Mihu. This player is really impressing me. He's been having some amazing shots, and Nexus steps it up as well. Rallen gets taken down, and it's looking like Man's Not Hot may be able to pull it off. Of course, it depends whether Fox can bring this back now, as he finds one onto Esperanto. But Tensky is still in position, doesn't actually get to take the shot. But Fox, is he looking to try and repeat this is the question, because he may have some trouble as he is low HP, but he finds another. Fox is stepping it up now. Finally, someone on the KINGUIN side is going to do it in this round, as he is still the sole player on this bomb site. The no-scope doesn't connect, and he will be taken down by Nukia. Now it's all onto Mozinho and Mutt as they look to try and come in for this 2-on-3 retake. And there we go, Nukia again! He gets himself yet another headshot, and it's all onto Mutt, who doesn't actually manage to find that kill. As now his position is known, 3 players to try and find. Gets the first, does spot another on the bomb site. Cillian's low HP, this could get dangerous if Nexa falls especially, but he finds the final kill. As Man's Not Hot managed to pull it off with only pistols and Kevlar.
Good stuff here, and it shows yet again when they are able to find those couple first frags, they can work with it when they can keep up the pressure. It works out perfectly when KINGUIN are forced out of position, but that now has to keep on going for Man's Not Hot. They need to kind of repeat history as they did in that first half, where now they win a couple of rounds in a row to, well, regain their place in this matchup, as they are, well, seeming to be the better team here, but haven't quite shown that potential here on their own map pick, on Mirage, the second map of a best-of-3 series. Yeah, right now, KINGUIN, yet again, a lot of players over towards the A-bomb site, ready for that push to come in, but 2 of them are kind of forced out of position as those smokes fly in, and Cillian already on 2 frags. Rallen still towards the site, won't take long for him to fall, but Mihu pushes in from CT through the smoke, finds 2, but Cillian's still alive here as he picks up a 3rd, and now Fox the last one here, and he's already making the rotation via T-spawn. Will Cillian be aware of this? They hear each other just about the same time, and Cillian will come out on top. 4 frags for him in the round, and it's a very, very decisive round here for Man's Not Hot. They need to keep coming back into this, and now KINGUIN are out of money and out of luck. They have to force in now, and not much to work with in this round to come.
I love the fact that both players at the exact same time there came to the realization that they were about to run into each other. Both of them just stopped in their tracks and set up to try and get the kill. In the end, it is Cillian that manages to win it out rather. So nice round by Man's Not Hot, and now KINGUIN are going to be on an eco. So as mentioned before, a similar thing happened in the previous half. We saw KINGUIN get off to a great start, and then Man's Not Hot being able to bring it back, as once again a player from the Man's Not Hot side will step it up and find 2 opening kills. This time it's Esperanto. As now with a 2-man advantage, Man's Not Hot, they shouldn't really have much problem now being able to close this round out. Only a USP and 2 CZs to try and withstand. And Esperanto spots out more players in the window, and there we go, a 3rd kill for him to pick up as he ups it to a hat-trick. Rallen may be able to bring 1 back at least, there we go, but I think it's only a small consolation at this point, as we can see still a 4-on-2, and the weapon at the moment is not retrievable.
So great here for Man's Not Hot, although they didn't quite have the best of starts to both of these 2 halves on this second map, on their own map pick. They were then able to regain control and get back into it, and they were quite successful at that. Now KINGUIN are on that back foot pedaling. It will be double digits for both teams, as Man's Not Hot will probably pick up the 10th here, as I doubt that Mozinho and Rallen can do too much still in the remainder of this round, although Rallen is still close, but without a kit he doesn't really have any chance at regaining any control or going for a ninja here towards the bomb site, as Nuki is still watching that angle, and he will probably just fall back in towards Market and, well, get on with his day, save that up, and bring those 3 weapons into the next round for MANS Not Hot as they take one more. And KINGUIN really have to watch out if they want to stay in this, because this could be the round that could turn the events here. If KINGUIN don't take this round, it should be MANS Not Hot to make this comeback happen and really get into it themselves.
I'd say right now KINGUIN are probably thinking, oh no, this is not good. MANS Not Hot are managing to get themselves up to double digits after KINGUIN had a very nice lead. But of course now back onto the bye, the Polish/Portuguese side will be looking to try and get this gun round, and that's the start they would have wanted. Esperanto falls to Mozinho. No damage taken yet by KINGUIN as they claim themselves a one-man advantage. But then again, we've seen in the past where a team with a man disadvantage has easily been able to bring that back, so they won't be feeling too safe perhaps quite yet. They will be looking to, of course, still try and play this safe, not give away that pick, as MANS Not Hot will be just splitting up and looking to try and focus on some mid control, it seems. 2 players out top mid, 1 player through underpass, and they will look to try and get themselves some map control to at least try and ease the disadvantage of losing that first man.
Now MANS Not Hot, they have taken control of mid, which has been that, well, repeating thing on the T side at this point in time on Mirage, and look at that, Nuki and Asilian, both of them finding frags at the same time and tilting it back in their favor, though of course Mozinho was able to pick 1 frag up already. There's here with 1 for himself as well, and Fox able to find 1 from behind. And now though, Nexa already out in the open, Mozinho still on the site, could ruin his day, and he will as well. And now it's all down to Nuki, as he still has the op in hand. The question is, can he pick up the frags here as he moves out from ramp? Still a 1v3 situation. If it's 1 player on the side of MANS Not Hot that could have made it happen, it would have been him. But it doesn't work out as Mozinho finds that last headshot. And it will be 13-10 here for KINGUIN. They do kind of keep it alive here.
Yeah, great round by KINGUIN. They're able to keep 3 players up. They also get an op off of the opposing side to drop over to Fox, which is the weapon that he definitely has the most impact with. It's kind of, his style is kind of high risk, high reward, and when it's working, it's perfect. And here we go, Rallen is going to be able to take down Nukia. Another high risk, high reward play coming in, this time by MANS Not Hot, and it's not going to work out in their favour, as also Asilian receives a lot of damage early on to this round. KINGUIN looking good now as they have a decent advantage into this one to try and get themselves up to 14. And of course the economy not looking great for MANS Not Hot. If they're to lose this round, they will be either looking to play for overtime or else try and force it up. And right now they will be grouping up over towards A. They have made their way back in through T-spawn. They have all 4 players on this side of the map. And let's see if they will eventually decide to execute towards this bomb site with the very little utility that they do have available. There we go, that 1 smoke they had has been thrown out. I think that's an attempt at a one-way on ramp. But I don't think right now they are going to be pushing out to try and actually utilize it. And Mozinho finds himself another kill. Rallen going to be able to spam down through the smoke, take down Tensky. And now it's all onto Esperanto and Asilian in a 2-on-5. So not looking good right now for the European mix as it is. KINGUIN shutting it down and getting themselves up to 14.
Asilian all alone still has an AK, so he could still pick up 1 or 2 frags, but I doubt that he can do too much more than that with 30 HP on him, and he won't even find that, as Rallen will be the one to find that headshot as well. Well, right now it's difficult for MANS Not Hot, and it is quite obvious that they're going to call the pause here as well. It is a very, very difficult time in the game as they don't have any money to work with. And KINGUIN are, well, looking to steal the map away from MANS Not Hot to make it 1-1 to move on in towards that, well, 3rd and final map here. But yeah, I don't want to call it too early. It's not all said and done just yet. Of course, a whole lot could still happen here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's really much they can do now. If they go for the eco, they're going to be playing for overtime. Sure, you can get 5 runs in a row, but it's not going to be super easy. And KINGUIN at the moment stepping it back up on the CT side, looking much better than they were after the... Well, they were looking good early on, and then kind of in the middle of the second half it got a bit shaky, but they seem to have managed to actually stabilise themselves once again. They have the rifles, all the utility they could ever want to work with, and Fox also has the op, so... Coming into this round, it looks like there will be an eco indeed coming out by the T side, so I don't think much is going to be done. Maybe a bomb plant will be their main goal. Allow for the extra utility to be bought up in the following round, and maybe even an op with the extra $800 available, but I'm not even sure if they will have enough for that. But yeah, let's see what happens into this one. The pause, it is still active, of course, so MANS Not Hot, they are still discussing what they want to do into the upcoming round, or maybe even into the round following it, as they may look to try and buy into that one.
doubt that they can do too much with Forcer pistols and around like this, especially the way that KINGUIN have been playing it right now. But yeah, again, as he just said, winning 5 rounds in a row could get more and more difficult, especially the way that KINGUIN have kind of been showing up here now. Mihu had a really, really bad first game, but was able to bring it back here alongside Rallen. Well, it's not all looking too bad for the Poles here, as they are definitely bringing the game to this 5-man mixed team on the side of Mans Not Hot, and it could actually, well, turn out to be the map for KINGUIN to take. Yeah, how it's going to go down is it will be pistoled here on the side of Mans Not Hot. 2 P250s, the rest of them on Glocks. We'll see how much they can do against KINGUIN, as it probably won't be too much. The waterfall out on towards the A bomb site. Main target there, get the bomb down, won't happen, as Esperanto's the last one alive, and he'll get shut down by Mihu pretty fast. It's 15-10 here. Could all be over after this round, but Mans Not Hot, they haven't given up just yet. They still want to bring the fight to these Poles and trying to get that battle in to well, still stay alive here and take it in 2.
Yep, so let's see if they're going to be able to do this. Will Mans Not Hot be able to bring it back? One negative right now I see is that they don't have the op available for Nukia or Esperanto, which has been a big driving factor for the Mans Not Hot side. Haven't really had it too many times actually on this terrace side. When they did, it was fairly successful, but right now, KINGUIN, will they be able to close this one out is the question, as it seems like Mans Not Hot are going to be going for a fairly passive split and pick default. Players towards A, 1 player holding from mid, and also 2 over in the B apartments, where Esperanto creeping into underpass. He will be able to take down Rallen. So Mans Not Hot being able to claim themselves that man advantage, and a much needed one, and much needed one also, I must say, as now KINGUIN with a man disadvantage. Let's see if they'll be able to bring it back. There's still a lot of room to work with. Mihu with a great find onto a Cillian towards top middle. So that's a really nice kill there by Mihu. It's costly in terms of the HP, so he will actually swap a Fox and take the op himself. But now in a 4-on-4, it seems like the A-bomb site will be the destination for the terrorist side. And Esperanto finding that one onto Mu. It's looking difficult. The A-bomb site now going to be just getting overwhelmed. There's only 1 player to try and hold this down. That's Mozinho from Palace. So they do have at least pretty decent positions if they want to just try and play for the retake. Fox with the M4 will be able to get that kill onto Nexus. So nice find. Now it's a 3-on-3 back in favour of Mans Not Hot. Esperanto finds one. And KINGUIN right now, both our players are looking extremely low on HP, but Fox spams through, does the damage, but it won't be enough. Esperanto picks himself up another headshot, and now it's all onto Mihu. 22 points of HP, 1-on-3 originally, but he does take 1 kill. But he won't be expecting Nukia in mid, so he does get taken down. And Mans Not Hot for now, they will keep themselves alive in this map.
Yeah, still though, just by a strand, and I mean, they have to keep on forcing it. They're reinvesting with every power that they have, and right now it will turn out to be another full AK buy. Full utility there to support that as well. However, KINGUIN, after a very strong CT side thus far, they'll buy into this round, and, well, Mans Not Hot need to win this round to, well, first of all, stay in the game, but then also to probably, well, reset KINGUIN here for now, and you have a chance to keep the comeback going, as this second map is still far from over if Mans Not Hot are able to keep this going. Again, KINGUIN are placing, well, 3 players over towards A, 1 in towards the window there, trying to keep an eye on towards middle. Yet again, Mans Not Hot have taken control of mid, and seem to be looking to take control in towards connector to then make the push out on towards the A bomb site. There you go, push now, coming out after they found the frag towards short. Can they find the players on towards the site? And right now it is still looking like Rallen and Mutt are taking these frags, and it will be 16-11 here, as KINGUIN will make it 1-1 in this best-of-3 series. And I think with that, we'll throw it back to the desk to take this through the match.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the analyst desk of Farmskins Championship Season 2. Congrats to KINGUIN. They managed to take the second map, Mirage, that was picked by Mans Not Hot, and we are now on to a third map in this best of 3, and it's Inferno. Yeah. We are used to getting pretty good matches on Inferno, especially the grand final of E-League Boston Major. And here we are. We said that KINGUIN don't have a chance of coming back, but strong start definitely helping them in this best of 3. They were leading 5-0 at one point. I told you after they lost.
That was thinking about right now.
I told you.
Yeah, you told me that MANS Hot will lose this.
Yeah, I saw it at the beginning at T-half. So yeah, KINGUIN definitely playing a lot better. Valen had amazing game, 20 frags and 9 deaths, if I'm not mistaken, at the end. So that's pretty amazing from him. And basically whole squad. Fox was clutching it out together with Mutiris in that first full buy round that was crucial for KINGUIN. But Hogar, like looking at the whole lineup, losing your map pick, then coming into Mirage fresh, like nothing happened on the previous map. Clutch situations going in the way of KINGUIN. Individual skill coming, that individual skill we talked about like before the actual game started coming into play now. And is it like, can they be that consistent on third map as well, so they can take this best of 3 home?
There is many factors here. Maybe the guys from MANS Not Hot just got to, I don't want to say lose, but they were too, they didn't take them like seriously after the first map.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just easy, like we can do it, we will do it this for sure, take your time. And when you start losing and you just at one point you break and you cannot come back. Fox start playing, it's like Analyst curse, there's a caster curse, and obviously Analyst curse, he starts shooting. Yeah, congrats to them. I mean, I'm glad that we'll see one new Inferno. I mean, first time for a while here in this tournament.
We usually saw something like Mirage among those lines, even Cobalt Train come into play. We didn't see Nuke, if I'm not mistaken, yet. So
yeah,
maybe once.
Valiance played on Nuke, and they lost.
Yeah, Valiance played Nuke. Yeah, maybe once. But it would be pretty interesting, of course. Inferno, one of my personal favorite maps. I think it's
everyone's.
Yeah, I think it's a really great map for everything.
It's new Dust too, right? Everybody likes to play.
Yeah. Danny, on the other side, like MANS Not Hot coming out now of loss. It's not a big margin. It was 16-10 in the end. But again, can they like reset? Even though they're a fresh team, we saw that players still performed, but those clutch situations, I think individual skill from KINGUIN prevailed over MANS Not Hot, and maybe they need to work around their strengths, and that's, I don't know, being confident and go aggressive, try to take fights early on, and maybe not go into those clutch situations against experienced players.
Yeah, I still believe that MANS Not Hot will take the third map. I have faith in these boys, especially because Nuki is the new player and he performed really good on both maps. So still, it doesn't have to mean that he's going to perform once again on third map. But still, we'll see. And on the other hand, I know that MANS Not Hot likes to take mid control against any other team on Mirage, but this time KINGUIN was prepared. I was watching Fox with AWP shots stopping them, so they kind of read them already, but we'll see on the Inferno how it will go for them.
Yeah, as you said, the third map of the day, or third map of this second match of the day, will be Inferno. We are going for a short commercial break. When we come back, we are going with analysis of Inferno, so stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to Farmskins Championship Season 2, also a qualifier for IEM Katowice. I'm Rema, and I will be your host for today, and together with me, Danny and Hogar. Of course, to mention that, if you are just joining in, to mention that KINGUIN won second map against MANS Not Hot with a result of 16-10 on Mirage, and we are now moving to a third map that will be Inferno. So a lot of action. Also, we have one more match left here for today at 8 p.m. But maybe we are going to be a bit late because of the third map of this series. But the third match of the day is also good. Godsent versus alternate attacks. So again, Swedish house powerhouse against the German one. So of course, it's great match coming our way. But to stick with MANS Not Hot and KINGUIN. So now Inferno, pretty good map as we said. Came out of rework a couple of months ago, and every single player, I actually don't know any player who doesn't like Inferno, because it's open map. You can even do a tactical approach, play slow, and you can play fast as well. But Hogar, everything comes up to that banana control at the beginning. So do you think how KINGUIN and MANS Not Hot played? MANS Not Hot definitely have better raw aim power, but depends, of course, on confidence and how they start the game. But maybe from KINGUIN, if they start city side, maybe bring 3 players towards banana, try to take control fast, then pull 2 players back. What do you think? What's the key to success for city side and control of banana?
Depends on the team how they approach. I mean, if they have solid, I would say, defense on A side with 2 players, they can send 3 players towards banana. But the thing is, nobody likes to push banana on the first rounds. I don't know why. I mean, we can see that on Tier 1 teams, but Tier 2, Tier 3 teams, they always try to start with a 3-2. I mean, 3A, 2B side, 2 guys on B side. I don't know why. I mean, the banana is the most important part, because if you have that part of the map, you always need, the cities always need to have 2 players in the site, right? So you can do a fake, you can do late pushes, you can do anything you would like. So I think Fox playing banana with AWP, right? I think I assume that. So it's a good approach to maybe if he has a good spawn for middle or house to try to pick there, sends 3 guys towards B, take control of banana. He can then over-rotate from the spawn to the B, and just leave him back in the coils. Because if you take control of banana, top of the banana, and smoke the beginning of banana near this team middle, basically you just need 1 player to just jump over the wall and play for the info, right? And if you see him, you don't need even to throw second smoke down. You just need to have that smoke in the hand. When first smoke pass, go back to site. When you see them actually smoke the pool, right, area, and you can stand alive a long time, so you can have your teammates rotate. Yeah, everything is about banana in the Inferno.
Yeah, right? Also depends on T side if they want to approach that banana really fast, or they just focus on another thing, maybe taking control of house. House, I think, is probably the easiest thing to take control of now in this patch.
Without room, right?
Yeah, without room, and also that spammable wall from T balcony, so your players can get near, pop flash from stairs. One goes into boiler. That's a pretty easy control of that, and basically even with house control you can do a lot of stuff. Of course, you can pop flash them with hit on flash, how we like to call it, so they drop out fast. We saw what Cloud9 did. Basically, I actually liked that approach. No respect, pushing a house, spamming, and then 3 players walking towards entrance of or exit of a house and just jumping out like without flash. On balls, as some would say, like automatic, immediately knew, like Olaf was right under the A house, Nico was on balcony, or Rain was on short. So yeah, of course, a lot of approaches for Inferno. Hopefully we see some tactical ones here from MANS Not Hot and KINGUIN. 60 seconds, Danny, until we go live. So your short prediction, and of course, why do you think that X team will win?
All right, I still believe in MANS Hot, as I said previously, but if I was playing with them, I should pick City side first, because I have a new guy in the team, so MANS Hot probably didn't prepare enough tactics and strategies for this map, because they're really important, taking banana control, apps control, executing all the smokes for A or B side. So they should go for City, take as many rounds as possible, possibly winning pistol round and first 3 rounds in the second half, and from there start like building economy. Esperanto and Nuki can play double AVP setup on City side, so it's going to be a quite interesting matchup. Okay, so predictions. Hogar, you want to go first now?
You should go first. You never go first.
He never
go first. Okay, I'll go first. MANS Not Hot 16-10.
16-5.
16-12.
Okay, we are ready to go live, ladies and gents. So enjoy in this match between MANS Not Hot and KINGUIN. Your casters are Dean and Forgive.
Welcome back. Here it is, map 3. It is the decider here on Inferno. A great map, of course, as we saw last weekend. And now we'll see who's gonna be, well, I think making it out of Group right? Or is it's Group B, sorry. Here between these teams. No, I was right with that, right? Yeah. Totally. Group B. So, anyways, of course, the 9th round just happened. It was KINGUIN to take it. And Dean, what do you think of it? Inferno, a little bit more CT, or would you rather start on the T side?
I think that's kind of specific on the team, because it is usually considered a CT map, but the problem is if you get off to a bad start on the CT side and you can never really stabilize your economy, you can be in with a lot of trouble. Trying to actually have all the smokes and molotovs to delay the pushes can be quite difficult, but yeah, if they do get off to a good start, we've seen KINGUIN, they are able to get off to those good starts, and they've done so in the past map 2 times in a row, so let's see what's going to happen in this one. I think the pistol round will be important for both sides to pick up, of course, as it always will be. But on Inferno specifically for the CT side, they don't want to get off to a bad start with their economy, as you will now be live into the game. It is going to be a couple players on the T side picking up utility. That will be Asilian and Tensky, so 2 Danes go ahead and sacrifice the Kevlar in order to get the smokes and flashes to work with. As once again, KINGUIN don't buy up a defuse kit. Happy enough with 5 sets of Kevlar, happy enough with just trying to connect the shots in this round, as now it will be the T is grouping up towards the B apartments, or the A apartments, apologies, I'm just so used to saying that after watching the previous map on Mirage. And 2 players left holding on ramp to see if any aggression comes down Banana. As right now, it will be MANS Not Hot just making their presence known. Just trying to actually make some noise in apartments, make KINGUIN cautious that they could be still in this position, as they do now begin to back off. And I think the B bomb site will be the destination for MANS Not Hot.
Yeah, even there, though, kind of being that noisy party over in the apartments, I feel like KINGUIN, they were already thinking about it pretty early on. Are we going to rotate over? Are we going to already send Fox over to the B-bomb site? And that rotation is already happening now as the push is coming up towards Banana. KINGUIN with a very, very defensive setup here thus far. And now the push is going to come out. Mauzino still up at the flower pot, not going to hit anything through that smoke, and at the same time Mihu has also fallen back in towards those ruins from his defensive angle. Still though, the bomb will go down, still all 5 players alive, and right now it doesn't seem like MANS Not Hot are even all too worried about where KINGUIN are, as it's still a 5v5 situation. The bomb's now, and now the bomb's down, and now the push is gonna come out. And right now still 2 players towards the site, Nexa and also Esperanto trying to hang on to this. And they are doing so perfectly. Great stuff there from Esperanto especially.
Yeah, nice shots by Esperanto. Nice crisp headshots there onto the first 2 especially. So it is going to be the pistol round gun in favour of MANS Not Hot. And as I mentioned, you don't really want to get off to a bad start on the CT side of Inferno. It will make that first gun round quite a bit more complicated, especially if you decide to force into the round following the pistol like KINGUIN have. So they go for the 5 CZs, but then again, it is a map where the pistols can be quite dangerous. The choke points that you need, I mentioned, the smokes can be really good to hold. You can also have a really good chance just sitting up close with a CZ and hoping to try and get that opening kill. As Fox will be the man to go aggressive. Pushes up into the apartments, not something you see all the time anymore since the walls are basically paper thin. But look at this towards B. Rannan with a pop flash gets the second. Rather, that was Mozinho. I thought he got that while spinning his mouse a little bit there. So KINGUIN Two opening kills now as Mans and the Hot are going to be on the back foot, losing 2 players early on, and Mutheris, or Mutt rather it is, just reading the name, but yeah, Fox, he'll be able to get himself one there onto Tensky also. So out of nowhere, KINGUIN, as I mentioned, the CZ, the damage can be done, and it's going to be 3 kills so far for 3 different players on the KINGUIN side. As now it's only Nexa and Nuki that remain, and they're trying to make their way into the B-bomb site. They will find the opening kill, but damage is being done. Nuki gets himself a second, but look how little HP there is remaining on both of these players. At least the bomb plant will come in.
Good thing here's the bombs down, and right now KINGUIN with those pistols, they're still in a very, very good situation. Both of them now picked up SMGs, so that's pretty much just 1 body hit each, and they can find those frags. But right now they're working their own game. They're not playing together. Fox now making his way through those ruins. Is Nexa going to realize it in time? But Nuki has got his back, and that's the team play that we kind of missed from Mans Not Hot at times on that second map. They did it great on Cash and had their troubles on Mirage, but now here, straight from the start, they're back at it, and it works out perfectly. And well, KINGUIN, they should have had that round with that great start with those pistols. And look at that now, also the early team damage coming in with the knife stab into the back of Mutt. What is he going to do with 20 HP? Really, not all too much more than he would have either way, since not anything to work with. It's 3 USPs. What, 2 P250s here, or just 1 P250 and a P2000 here for Rallen as well. Not looking all too great, but let's see how much they can actually get done with these pistols. But look at Tensky with that spray transfer. Cillian with a frag for himself as well, and Tensky seems like he'll just lock this down. Still falls to Mihu, but in the end, no chance here for KINGUIN as they just get taken apart here towards that mid-bracket.
Yeah, and also the 4 AK is carried over, so it's only a Mach 10 that they don't actually manage to save from that round, so that's not really a big deal. They don't care that they lost that 1 player. Tensky has plenty of money to buy for himself, of course, and now coming on to the gun round. Let's see what KINGUIN are going to be able to get done. Of course, no op because of the force buy that they went for, but they will actually have a decent amount of utility thanks to being able to get a couple of kills for themselves. They have the smokes, they have some flashes, but they have very little nades and molotovs to actually deny the map control for the T-side and get early damage in. And as you can see, because of that Mans Not Hot, they're easily able to get their way up towards the top of Banana. And now the CTs are going to be forced into a much more passive setup on this B-bomb site. Don't really have much room to play for, to actually play forward and get that info early on. The only way they can do so is with a pop flashbang setup towards the top of Banana, which we did see, of course, in that previous round when they had the CZ. Right now, Mans Not Hot, happy enough with that Banana control. They will be favouring 3 players onto this side of the map, and as the bomb has been retrieved and also brought in this direction, it looks like we may see a bit of a faster paced round now by the European side. They look to just try and immediately execute towards the B-bomb site, where only Mozinho and Mihu await.
Could work out perfectly, especially with that Molotov about to come in, and that could pretty much just drop onto the heads of Mozinho and Mihu here. Banana's absolutely stacked right now, and even though KINGUIN, they've been pushing into apartments here, they didn't quite get too much information. Still, 1 player's already rotated over here as well. Esperanto with the first frag, Mihu to trade 1 back, but it's still back and forth. Mans Not Hot, they do come out on top, and now it will be Fox and Mutt with this whole rotate happening, and they'll try to do the retake through CT, but especially with that boost happening on towards the flower pot, both players' positions should be known, but I don't know why they go for those battles straight away. Now Tensky on 12 HP, well, still has to find Mutt here. The great thing is for him, he could just play the bomb timer, as Mutt himself doesn't even have a kit. With the smoke down, no other option for Tensky than to just go for that spray, and in the end, he will get found in the headshots there. Easy stuff for Mutt, but still, well, a messy round here for KINGUIN, although they do take it in the end. It is very, very messy throughout. Yet again, Mans Not Hot. Not exactly the most clinical execution on towards the bomb site.
Yeah, but KINGUIN only winning that round with 1 player means that they are going to be struggling. They get the buyout on this one fairly decently with 4 rifles, at least overall, but Rallen stuck on an MP9 in order to actually get some utility. There's a position now where Mans Not Hot, if they take this round, the economy of the CT side will be completely broken. And that would be a great position for Mans Not Hot to be able to increase this lead even further. As early on, Fox, he goes for a peek there to try and get some info. Luckily enough, we see Nukia was actually posted up on that spot with the op, but doesn't connect his shot. So Fox for now will be able to escape with his life, as once again they're continuing on with a fairly passive setup, allowing for Banana to be taken over by the T side. And that gives a lot of room now for Mans Not Hot to work with.
KINGUIN might just get a little bit more aggressive step by step here, round by round, as in that first round you could already see how KINGUIN's plan was just to stay back, let MANS and Hot come towards them, but now, well, with their first round where they kind of went for a little bit of more aggression towards their opponents, might actually continue on that theme. However, right now, they're still giving MANS and Hot a lot of space towards upper mid, and I mean, with one player still in towards the apartments, their focus is still pretty, well, limited to just that area at the moment. So Vasilian with one already towards long, and that's going to enable them to wrap around or even still take control in towards CT. However, Mihu is the one to find a frag, and a second one here as well onto Tensky. Nexa with one, but gets traded back instantly by Rallen. And now it's a 3-on-2 situation where the rotation's already happened, that Mauzino has left that B-bomb site, and who knows, Esperanto's going fast, and he might get there in time to lock the site down for them so that they get the bomb down immediately once they arrive. Perfect timing here. The bomb goes down in time, and there you go. 2-on-2, and Esperanto and Nuki are looking good here. The question is, can they find these last two frags, or will it be KINGUIN with Mutt and Rallen to get back into it?
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of time to work with. They don't have the defuse kit. They need to get a move on, but Esperanto, not expecting that player to come in from the banana position, will be taken down. And now it's all onto Nuki with the up, hiding in towards the quad position. He has a very low HP, but he gets the first. But Rallen, luckily enough, is there to trade it out. So once again, KINGUIN taking themselves a gun round. And actually, wait, this could be close. He doesn't have time. He has to run away. MANS not hot. Take the round. What is that?
Very, very unlucky there for MANS not hot. Still, though, well, if you don't buy a diffuser, you're probably going to be the loser. And that's exactly what happened to KINGUIN here. MANS not hot do come out on top in that round. Yeah, again, though, far too close of a round, though.
That bomb seemed to tick a lot faster than I was expecting. It seemed like the time from the bomb actually going down was only about 20 seconds to explosion. I know it obviously wasn't, but I guess the fast-paced action really just made time speed up. So yeah, I thought you would have had enough time for the defuse, but there just wasn't even nearly enough time. Even with the defuse kit, it would have been very close. So now coming into this one, KINGUIN, they are going to force into this one as much as they can to get themselves the CZ. They have that 1 AK, of course, still on Rallen, and Uterus with a nice opening kill there onto Nexa, but it will be returned by Tensky. We get both of the Portuguese players now. Mutt and Fox are going to be taken off the server, and it will now be just the three poles that remains, rather. Mihu and Rallen, they are going to be working up towards the balcony together. The AK, of course, is still available, so they do still have that rifle to try and get something done with, but for now, MANS not hot. They are going to be taking this quite passively. Sending that bomb back down second mid, and we're still nearly a minute remaining. They don't really have to make a decision about yet whether they want to actually try and bring this one.
Right now, they're just taking their time as they, well, did in the maps before as well. And right now, it's working out. The question is, as the rotation has already happened, what can Mauzino and Mihu do over towards the B-bomb site? The CZ and a Deagle against, well, in a second, 4 Europeans running on towards the site and causing trouble is going to be difficult to hang on to. However, MANS not hot. They should be winning this round anyways, but there you go. Mauzino finds one with that CZ. Flashes fly in as well, but Nuki is able to trade things back here. Mauzino still alive, though, towards Ruins. Pushes in, finds another one here as well, and almost finds the bomb planter here. So very close, but the bomb goes down. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Both Tensky and Nuki in a similar position here, as Rallen still has the AK in hand and is moving in from CT.
And there we have it. MANS not hot been able to come into it with yet another round. Able to take that one with 2 players alive. Of course, after the force buy by KINGUIN, they won't have enough money to buy into this one, so it is going to be a very weak economy. They are going to only mostly have just the default pistols, maybe a couple of upgraded ones. Some P250s are going to be available for Mihu and Rallen, but other than that, not a lot to back it up with. 2 nades at least being in play. Some early damage could be put in if they're thrown down mid, which it seems like they will. And look at this aggressive push. But Nuke, yeah, he's going to go ahead and get a nice spray down. Takes Rallen down in the background, actually, as it is now going to be only Mihu that remains in a 1-on-4. P250 and a flash available, but I don't really think he's going to be able to get too much done. Tensky coming in, should find this, but now he falls. Oh, here we go. Nexus will eventually find that and put that round in favour of MANS who now lead 6-1.
Very, very good start here from MANS only losing one round thus far. The defuse of KINGUIN, so I mean, they've gotten the bottom down most of the times, of course, where it was needed. However, a lot of the time is also just showing their dominance through better fragging. I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, Nuki there, 12 frags already, 12 and 4, very, very strong. Whilst KINGUIN, most of those guys have still yet to show up here on this third map, on the decider here in this group matchup. But look at this, Fox finds 2 with the shot, Mihu with another here as well. 3-on-2 situation, as Tensky is still in those A apartments with only a MAC-10 in hand. Nuki, not much to work with, and all alone with the op, will fall back down Banana. And right now, Tensky's also going for that push on towards the A bomb site. At this point in time, it might just be better for him to wait up and for Nuki to get into position so that they can actually work together. Find this here. At the same time, though, Zeno's been boosted up towards the B bomb site, but that won't be too relevant. Right now, it is still Mutt in towards Pit with that M4 in hand. We'll probably check short in just a bit. Will find the almost finds the frag there. I would have expected him to find it, but just chokes on it, and Nuki's able to react fast enough, find that flick onto it. That's been something that he's been consistent with, the flick of the wrist. He's shown on Mirage as well. Now back down to a 2-on-2. Mauzino and Rallen both making their move via mid, and I think Nuki, he's heard those steps already. And now as the push is coming in, they are ready and waiting for those players to come in. Nuki with one, spots the second one as well, but Pensky also not able to react fast enough. Now 1v1 Rallen against Nuki. The bomb already ticking too fast, and Rallen has already decided to fall back, try and hold on to this M4, and he will as well. Nicely done here. Nuki gets back in time as well. And there you go, 30 HP on him to survive as Rallen saves his M4 into the next round. But it's 7-1 here, and MANS will continue on to expand this lead as KINGUIN are back down to just a little pistol force to come around that M4 for Rallen.
I've been really impressed by Nukia so far, especially when he has that up for himself. He's been having so many impactful rounds, and not only in this map, he's actually been able to keep it up consistently over this entire best of 3 mostly. So really good performance so far by him, as now it is going to be KINGUIN working with a very weak buy, just a half investment. They have the M4 safe, they have some pistols and some Kevlar, and let's see what they're going to be able to get done, as right now MANS been able to take themselves an amazing lead early on. Well, and that's very correct there, but unluckily Esperanto did just move at that time, and so not much damage was connected. But right now, it seems to be still just a fairly standard default coming in by MANS. They are just holding back, waiting to try and capitalise on any aggression that's put in by Team KINGUIN. And here we go, Fox, he will push in, spots out one player, will just decide to fall back off. Doesn't want to throw that kill away.
It's a Cillian to find the first one onto Rallen, and that'll be the rifle gone for now, but Fox will be going in to recover it, but he just runs into the headshot of Vasilian as well. Nicely done here. Mutt still close towards short, but yeah, again, Nuki is able to trade that thing back. Mihu now all alone against 2. He can't battle the 2 of them at the same time. And at this point in time, it's only round 9 done, and it's already MANS deciding to, well, take the first half for themselves. It will be at least the lead for them going into halftime. The question is, how big will it be, as KINGUIN are still struggling to pick up more rounds than this one single round they've gained. That's already been 5 rounds back here, as MANS have been dominating KINGUIN here on map 3.
Yeah, but Mozinho, he finds an important opening frag there, will be also traded out by Mihu, who allows their man advantage to remain in favour of Team KINGUIN, which is clearly much needed. They haven't been having a great CT side so far, but finally a bit of a silver lining is found as they give themselves the advantage, and let's see if MANS are going to be able to bring this one back. Pensky, he will be the man coming out of boiler right now. They look to try and get themselves control of middle. Next in the apartments, looks like A bomb site will be the target right now for MANS. As here we go, he's going to be playing in the pit, has a decent position, but needs to be cautious. Nukia as well, still alive with this op. Something perhaps for KINGUIN to be afraid of right now, as they have been having a great performance with this. Not in the pit though, in a good position to maybe just try and get one at least before they know where he is. As now it looks like the hit will finally come in. Fox with the op, posted up, spots out the gun barrel there of the player in the apartments. And that's going to be dangerous for Nexi. He peeks out, gets taken down. Tensky finds one, spins around. Doesn't quite get the spray transfer, but it is going to be Mutt instead to pick up 2 remaining kills and allow KINGUIN to double their scoreline as they get themselves up to 2 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, doubling their scoreline with 2 rounds isn't exactly the biggest challenge here. However, it's been a long time in the making here for KINGUIN. It hasn't been all too easy thus far, as Mans Not Hot have been absolutely dominating here. And although they won so many rounds in a row, you can already see Nuki down to just a Deagle and armor alongside that utility. And Nexa and Tensky, both of them also down to just 2 UMPs. So even though they won so many rounds in a row, due to the fact that a lot of these rounds, especially in the past few rounds, were rounds where they were very close, where KINGUIN was able to keep up the pressure. There's no money there for the T's of Mans Not Hot, and right now they'll have to go with this, well, semi-force spy with those, well, SMGs and that one Deagle alongside those couple of AKs. Now that the push is going to come out, and already a lot of damage being dealt before anyone even faces here towards the bomb site. Bomb is into pit already. Mauzino able to do some damage from behind, as there's still 2 players here, top of the bracket, ready to do some damage. Esperanto and Nexa now able to go around the corner, but doesn't really work out for them. And now the round is really just crumbling around these last couple of players still alive. It is only a Cillian and all alone against 4. It'll be very, very difficult for him, as, well, across this series, he hasn't really been the biggest impact player for Mans Not Hot thus far.
No, Cillian is always one of those more role players. Originally, he was a bit of an up-and-coming star from Denmark when he originally came around in, like, I don't know, it was probably 2013, 2014, but now he's gone into more of the supportive role at times, even the IGL. I don't believe he is on this roster, though. I think that's Nexa, but yeah, he's not really the star player. You do have the 2 Lithuanians. You have also Tensky, who can be a star player in his own right, but usually also relegates himself to the more supportive role. So I guess on this team, he has been doing much more of a fragging job. But now coming into this one, KINGUIN should be able to get themselves up to 4 quite easily. Only pistols are in play for Mans Not Hot, and Nozinho has a nice little spray down on Banana, gets himself 2 kills quickly, swaps to the USP, needs to be careful, as it doesn't really matter. Rollin will be there to give him the assistance, and a perfect round comes in by KINGUIN.
Yeah, it's nice to see that KINGUIN can actually still win rounds, and a pause coming in from Mans Not Hot. I mean, nice for them to take it. I guess they have them at their disposal, so why not use it? Just kind of, well, get back into it, make sure that you know what the plan's going to be going forward, as you don't want this to escalate. You don't want to give up too many rounds against KINGUIN. You already have the lead going into halftime. Safe, but you probably want to expand that to at least 9th or a 10th round. If you're lucky, even an 11th. However, that will be a little bit more challenging, as KINGUIN, well, we'll try to keep on this pace now.
Yeah, but still, Mans Not Hot are very happy with this half already so far. So if they can get themselves at least even 1 or 2 more rounds, they would be in a really good position. So KINGUIN right now, their real goal is to try and not lose another round. Try and get the remaining 3. They have the double up setup still, which seems to be working out pretty decently. Mihu is currently 12-9, actually, is the top performer on that KINGUIN side. Is rumoured to be a potential pickup for the VP lineup. It's been at least said that Taz might be leaving that, but I don't know. Mihu right now, of course, is still playing with KINGUIN, and we know what he can get done. I believe he actually plays with one of the lowest sensitivities out of all CSGO pros, so that's just something, also a little fun fact, I guess. Not that fun, but it is a fact for sure. But yeah, Mans Not Hot now. Let's see what they're going to be doing once this pause is removed. They have the 5 rifles, no op this time for Nuke yet, but we've seen what can be done also with just these AK-47s already by the European side. As now we are going to be back into the action. Countdown is on, and let's see where they decide to take this. Let's see if there's going to be any sort of real changes after the pause, or if what they came to the conclusion may have just been, no, we're doing the right thing, just make sure we hit our shots again. Let's see which it is, as now it looks like they will be putting a lot of presence early on towards the bottom of Banana. Utility thrown out to deny any aggressive pushes for the CT side, deny the ops from peeking down, and it looks like they will eventually go towards Banana to try and get this map control for themselves, but early on it's 3 players for the CT side also in this position.
Good thing there from the CTs is that smoke deep into Banana will keep most players back, but with the flashes through it, is still Mans Not Hot, keeping up the pressure. But right now, it's Mihu all alone going for that peak. Very, very dangerous. It will be Nexa in the end to find that headshot there as well. And Rallen is still very, very close, but as soon as that first, well, contact comes, Man's Not Hot will go for that hunt and will try and keep up the pressure to get out onto the site, get the bomb down, and regain control of this match as they've just given up 3 rounds here to the likes of KINGUIN. And right now, well, still too early to judge this round as Man's Not Hot will get the bomb down, and HP-wise, as well as equipment, the game is more or less level right now. Still, Nuki, great position there on towards that coffin. He'll find one and then fall back from it as well. Good stuff there, and we'll see where they can actually take it from here as Fox is still alive alongside Mutt, and he won't find too much more than this. Fox should just try and hang on to this off to still have that in his possession for the next round to come. Yeah, right now it seems like Man's Not Hot will be able to pick up a couple of rounds still to come here at the end of the first half.
Yeah, nice round there by Man's Not Hot, getting themselves up to 9, as now KINGUIN, they do still have the economy to buy up. They will have enough to invest fully into this one, but on most of their players now, they won't have much left over. So if they're to lose this one, then Man's Not Hot are in a good position to maybe even take themselves an 11-4 half. Let's see if that's going to be possible, as Man's Not Hot themselves don't have the best economy, so still KINGUIN can get themselves up to 6 quite easily by just winning this round, and then just withstanding the pistols and Kevlar. And it will be a similar round actually coming in by Man's Not Hot, focusing on banana control. Fox with a great shot into a Cillian, spamming through the wall. Gets quite close onto another player, but he won't be taking that kill. As right now, he will be continuing the spam. Nexa gets tagged down. Not looking too good right now for the CT side, for the T side rather, as early on KINGUIN get themselves into a good position.
Big thing there though as well, with all those Molotovs and nades flying into Banana. A lot of damage being dealt early. Mauzino down to just 6 HP. Lucky to still be alive as he was just a little bit further back than previously to that. Okay, Nuki. to before when that nade flew in, but great set from Nuki. Spray down through the smoke. Finds the headshot there in the last bullet. That will find one frag onto Mihu over towards the A bomb site. But that won't impact the game plan that KINGUIN currently have, as they're just playing that defensive game over towards B, ready towards CT as soon as the push comes in. But yeah, again now, Fox might be the one to go close and all up personal to try and cause trouble early here. The push comes through, he finds 2 already. A third one here as well with the headshot. Tensky able to trade things back, but now he's all alone against 3. Still has to get that bomb down, and with 25 seconds to play, we'll see how fast he can actually get it down. There you go. Crazy frags there by Fox. Close range, 4 frags for him in the round, and right now Tensky just trying to hang on, 6 HP only. And no chance there as Mutt finds the frag in the end, has the kit to work with as well. It'll be 9-5 here. We'll move on into the last round of the first half here on map 3, the decider map between KINGUIN and Man's Not Hot.
Yeah, it was just KINGUIN getting themselves another round now, up to 5. If they get this final one, then they'll be looking good. And as I mentioned, Man's Not Hot, they didn't really build up an economy over the rounds that they were able to take, rather the one round before being reset again. So it's not going to be an amazing buy coming into this one. They have 2 AKs, they have a Galil, and they have a CZ and Deagle to back it up also. So now Fox, look at this aggressive push, straight down into peak second mid, but he doesn't connect it. Or if he did, rather, it was only a small amount of damage, but no shot was connected for him. It's Nuki that takes the damage towards the bottom of ramp. So early on, a fairly even HP exchange as both Rallen and Nuki take a small amount of damage. But now Mihu pushing down through Banana will have a great flank and is going to be able to take 1 kill. And it seems like he is going to be happy enough with that now as he falls back off into T-spawn to be a thorn in the side now of Man's Not Hot, as they are going to be struggling. No map control. Players coming in on the flank as they're just kind of stuck in towards the brackets right now, and Rallen is even pushing up aggressively on short into a good position. So let's see what happens. Boost coming in. Rallen, he hears it, I believe. Tensky will get found, and the transfer of the spray is going to do more damage on towards Nexa. Not looking good right now for Man's Not Hot, as KINGUIN are in a really good position now to try and close this round out. Cillian does his best to try and bring it back at least as he gets himself 1 headshot. Still, it's going to be difficult, especially with Rallen finding that kill on the Nexa.
Yeah, the big thing here is that KINGUIN were great in that round yet again to do that early damage and pretty much keep Man's Not Hot back. Fox with another frag here with the AWP will follow up onto Esperanto, and with that, it'll be that 9-6. Man's Not Hot still with the lead, not as solid as you might have imagined after that great start. But yeah, again, KINGUIN kind of fought their way back, and we'll see, well, how the second half will progress, as Man's Not Hot will probably get stronger on that CT side. But we'll see and wait. Of course, as it is halftime, you guys should definitely check out our sponsor and partner for this tournament. Without Farmskins, this tournament wouldn't be happening, so do make sure to open some cases, as they claim to have better drops than Gaben. So yeah, do make sure to open some cases on farmskins.com.
Yes, but yeah, no, I guess that's not really a bad half by KINGUIN, especially considering how they started off. They should be at least moderately happy with that. They'll be, especially if they pick up this pistol now, they're in a good position to bring this back and equalize the scoreline. So it will be an important one. They have actually had a decent amount of success on these pistols so far. So let's see if they're going to be able to do it again. As now, Man's Not Hot coming into this one, a bit of utility being purchased up on the CT side. Similar for the KINGUIN side, as it is going to be Mutt that picks up a nade, a flash, and a smoke. And early on, a nade going down by the CT side connects a small amount of damage onto Fox, but nothing really too substantial. Still a 5-on-5 with the T is taking control of Banana, but most of their presence right now is just in the T apartments, grouped up over towards second mid, and with a stack on the A bomb site by Man's Not Hot, this could be dangerous if this is where KINGUIN take it towards.
Oh, KINGUIN are still looking to go towards A, probably. But right now, even Man's Not Hot with this, well, push already into it. I mean, Tensky's already watching in towards the balcony, but yeah, will it be fast enough as soon as the push comes in? And how explosive can KINGUIN bring that push out of the apartments? And the question is, will 3 players or then 4 players, once they get the support from middle, be fast enough and strong enough to make the push out towards its A bomb site? They've already dropped the bomb here, but finds one onto Nexa as well, but still, Esperanto is still alive and running, as the last 2 players are towards short. And right now, Esperanto has the prime position here at the graveyard. Didn't quite spot the player up in the apartments and isn't able to react fast enough to it, as Asilian will be the player to come in around from short. Whilst Fox gets that bomb down, will he expect Asilian in this position? He just jumps out, and well, he'll learn the better of that, not to just jump out and push out like that. Asilian finds the headshot, and with that, it will be, well, the piss around here for Man's Not Hot. And most of the time, when you are able to take both pistols, you have a better chance of actually making it towards that magical 16-round threshold. We'll see how long it'll take for KINGUIN to get into this, as Man's Not Hot will be further expanding their lead in this second half.
Yeah, let's see if KINGUIN are going to be able to pull this one back. They've gone for the buy, they've gone for the double AK. Mozinho and Mihu received those from Mutt and Fox, who dropped them over, and I believe they just got the Eagles back in return. So there is at least some weaponry to be used into this round, and I don't think Man's Not Hot are going to be aware that there's AKs that they're playing against, so perhaps they may be taking some of those fights that they'd usually take just against pistols, going for the long-range angles, and they could be caught off guard, which, let's see if that's going to be a factor. Mozinho, though, he goes for the first fight, will be taken down by Esperanto, who should be traded as he takes out some nades, and there we go, Rallen with his own HE is going to be able to return it. So 4-on-4 now, but I think the rifles are now known for the Man's Not Hot side, as it will be at least retrieved and dropped over towards Rallen. So 4-on-4, it's fairly standard setup right now by Man's Not Hot, 2 towards either bomb site, and Tensky, I believe, spotted that player there in Boiler. He will be trying to reapproach, and he gets himself the kill. Takes down Mihu, as it is now going to be only the AK of Rallen, but the other one should be retrievable, and it will be indeed picked up by Mutton. Oh my god, Rallen, what a great headshot on the Nukia. Does open up the middle position now, as it's all onto Tensky in the pit. We'll have support beginning to rotate in the form of Nexa, but with only an MP9, he's not really going to be the best support towards the A bomb site. But then again, if Rallen comes up arch, he has a good chance to find this, especially with only 21 points of HP. But now in the pit, Tensky, oh my god, he drops the Fox. Needed to try and at least get one kill in that position, as now it will be both of the Portuguese players that remain. They do have AKs, but they don't have Kevlar. They only have one smoke to work with in terms of the utility.
Big problem here as well is that Asilian was still over towards the B bomb site until later in the round. He does still have a kit, so they can still kind of allow themselves in this kind of situation. Nexa with the Molotov does force Mitsaris out into the open. I'm sorry, Mutt out into the open. But with that still, the bomb's already getting defused. Asilian is just pulling through. He had the kit at his disposal, takes it. Fox doesn't reface, and this could have been a round where KINGUIN have gotten back into it, but it just doesn't work out for them. great stuff here, yet again from MANS Not Hot, and somehow they still hang on to this after KINGUIN could have had a very decent chance, or did actually have a very decent chance in that round with that 2 AK buy, supported by those pistols as well. And now, thanks to another bomb plant, KINGUIN is in a situation where they can get another buy-in. Mauzino, well, only down to the Deagle without armor, but the rest is on AKs. Mutt and Mihu also have the helmets and the utility to work with, as Rallen and Fox are just down to body armor and AKs.
Yeah, this is going to be a very difficult one, as it looks like the T is at least be grouping up towards the B bomb site. Only 2 players will be in position to try and hold this down, and with a lot of rifles to work with, there is actually a pretty decent chance for them to try and overcome this, and they also have that utility to go for this execute rather. As you will indeed be throwing those in now, making their way towards B. Next is going to be cut off by some smoke, so it's going to be up to the player who is actually on the bomb site itself to hold this down, and Cillian won't be able to get a single kill as he's instantly taken down. But Nexa, he finds Mihu pushing through the smoke. Mutt does the same, and this is some mistakes being made by KINGUIN. Nexa spamming through, trying to deny the bomb plant. He was just a tiny bit off, but he's already done his job. He's allowed his team to retain the one-man advantage now going in towards this retake. And let's see if the KINGUIN side are going to be able to pull it off. Fox with the AK, as does Rallen. Let's see what these rifles will get done now as the Molotov goes down in towards Dark. Fox goes for the peek, gets a double spray down, gets all headshots. The third kill won't be, but it doesn't matter. The hat-trick for Fox. And it's Rallen to close it out as KINGUIN get themselves a 7th onto the board.
Good stuff there from KINGUIN. They did have very good cards to go into it. And I mean, MANS Not Hot, they almost had it to the point where they can actually, well, take that next round. But, well, Fox just had a big no to say about that. He didn't want to let that happen. Great spray there with the transfer as well. And in the end, KINGUIN, they do pick up one more round. The question is, how long will it take now for MANS Not Hot to recover from this? Since they do still have 4 rounds, that's kind of that cushion to, well, still be able to lose and not really be out of position too bad. Right now, though, KINGUIN not looking too bad on this T side.
Yeah, certainly not now. MANS Not Hot not having a great buy, but Esperanto with the Deagle is going to be able to open it up with a quick headshot there. Takes down Mauzino. That's the one-man advantage in favour of MANS Not Hot, but KINGUIN still working with a heavy advantage in terms of the firepower. They have the rifles up against only pistols and an SMG, so they're still in a decent position. Certainly still can bring this back as they will focus on just trying to get control of the middle position. Taking over brackets. Right now there is one player looking to maybe try and push forward from Arch, that's Nukia, but he will just remain in this position for the moment with only a pistol. Doesn't want to get overly aggressive as it is going to be KINGUIN making a lot of presence towards A. Right now the bomb, left towards the bottom of Banana, I mean, and we likely will see this B bomb site being the destination for the T side rather. As they do now group up, and I think at the moment Penske's looking to push aggressive. There should be some info given to the CT side, and Nukia in a quick position to rotate, as I believe steps have been heard, but Mutt trying to fake that he's running back. As here we go, CTs, they've made a gamble, they've called for the B stack, and it may just work out. And now it's going to be 4 Ts walking straight into the crosshairs of 4 CTs. Let's see if they're going to be able to overcome it. As Fox leads the way with the AK, finds the first kill. The Cillian will be able to also get one, but Nexi, he returns it. And the damage is being done all onto Mihu. As now Tensky also left alone in a one-on-one. Bomb going to be getting planted just about enough time. Tensky trying to deny it. He will push in, but Mihu with the AK runs out of ammo. Tensky will instantly return the kill there as he finds Mihu. Finds the round for MANS Not Hot. And KINGUIN now, they have had their economy basically ruined from that one. They still have some form of money to be able to maybe scrape together a buy if they wanted, but it wouldn't be great.
Yeah, great round there from MANS Not Hot. Great call to call that full stack over towards the B bomb site, and yet again there, Nexa, who was still one of those original players that was positioned over towards B, at that second box over towards the B bomb site, ready and waiting to just then flank out as soon as KINGUIN thought, oh, the site must be clear. There was so many guys here, it couldn't be another one guy. And that's exactly what happened. Nexa was able to shut things down with the UMP, be that surprise factor. Almost had that last frag as well onto Mihu. And in the end though, KINGUIN, they'll have another buy here as they're forcing up, and look at this. Rallen, Mihu, and Mutt with one each. And nothing to be done on the side of MANS Not Hot thus far to trade things back. And it seems like it is an absolute mess here towards Banana.
Nice spray down by Nukia though, will get 2 headshots, but unluckily it's not really going to be enough. If he had got the third, then it would have been a great position for MANS in the hot. But now it's Tensky left alone on a 1-on-3. He does spot him up, but he's not going to be able to connect enough shots. Takes a lot of damage back in return also. And now aware that the last player is on B, that bomb being planted on A, it will be the round in favour of Team KINGUIN. Maybe some more damage for Tensky, but that is possibly just going to be it. There we go, he finds himself 1. It is still a winnable situation, 2 players to find, and he does also have a defuse kit, but with 41 points of HP coming in from mid, it should be hard as long as these T's don't make some serious mistakes, as I think he may even just go ahead and save. We can see him just jumping backwards around in the spawn position, so I think that's his decision already. The economy for MANS in the hot, of course, it is looking pretty dire. They won't be working with a full buy in the next round. At best, if they want to go for a force play, it will be just pistols and Kevlar.
All right, now it is that back and forth, which in general will benefit those T sides, as T side is definitely a little bit cheaper, especially as KINGUIN now do take that bomb and also find the round here with Tensky, of course, himself. Get the M4 into the next round, but money not looking too great. And, well, they have no other choice apart from to, well, force around this M4 that they currently have. Saving isn't really worth it here, so just try and force it, try and, well, maybe upset KINGUIN yet again with a couple of pistols and that 1 M4 here. Who knows, MANS Not Hot could definitely do it, same as KINGUIN just did in that previous round. So we'll see how it'll turn out, as KINGUIN already dedicating 2 players towards that bottom of Banana, but have already pushed up 2 guys in towards mid and second mid to cause trouble there if anyone tries to push out too aggressively.
Yeah, actually, one thing I like right now is MANS in the hot. They have 4 smokes still available, so they're trying to save these for as long as possible. This will make it a lot easier late in the round if they do use them at the correct timing. They would be able to perhaps force KINGUIN to run through smoke, and that's when the pistols SMGs can be really, really viable. Having players just wildly jumping through smoke allows you to kind of pick up a couple easy kills. As here we go, a bit of a execute towards the B bomb site, but without the bomb, it seems like it is just an attempt to finally bait out some utility. As right now, it's still not being thrown out. This is just such a safe play by MANS in the hot. They eventually throw out 1 smoke. Actually, they've gone down to only 1 smoke now on a Cillian overall, as it's just all kind of depleted. But yeah, there we go. Mihu finds the first kill. Esperanto trades it back. But now it's going to be a 4-on-4, and the T is they have made a decision about where they want to take this. It will be the B bomb site, where once again MANS in the hot are trying to set themselves up a stack. But there we go, KINGUIN. They've managed to read this once again and make their way back over towards A, as MANS in the hot also beginning to rotate.
Yeah, I think MANS Not Hot, they've realized their mistake here as well now, as it is only Esperanto still left on towards the bomb site. And right now, Rallen, he's been coming around as well. And he'll find that frag onto Esperanto as well. Good stuff here, and KINGUIN, they do take full control. No chance here for MANS Not Hot to still get into it and to still, well, try to go for that next round. And in the end, good stuff here, as KINGUIN will pick up 1 more round. There you go, 3 more rounds to go to actually come back into it and tie things up here. They have to find those games first.
Yeah, right now both these players just trying to at least save their Kevlar over, because they're not really going to have anything else to work with in the following round. So they want to at least have a chance to cause some damage to the economy of KINGUIN, keep it low. As there we go, KINGUIN finally the bomb will explode. They'll get themselves that 9th round onto the scoreboard. And now it's only 3 in the difference, rather. Apologies, I almost said it 3, like a normal Irish person would. I have to really focus on pronouncing the R. I don't know if anyone, if most people would make fun of 33 and a third, so there we go. Yeah, but nice round coming in by KINGUIN, of course, able to withstand the pistols this time, allows them to finally chain a couple rounds together, and now they'll start building themselves up some nice economy as they face off against mostly a full eco into this one.
I mean, here for MANS Not Hot, they'll still try and go for those pressure plays, still try and get 1 or even 2 rifles in here. But right now, KINGUIN, they should still be able to make some of this comeback happen. Still though, playing it really, really safe, going for those Molotovs, making sure that no one's close in any of these corners before they just run in blind and get taken down by a couple of these pistols. And right now, Rallen, he could be one of those targets for those pistols on the CT side of MANS Not Hot. But right now, still playing hard to get here. Doesn't push in too aggressively as his teammates already looking to go towards that B bomb site. Vasilian all alone at the moment will get the support of Nuki. But with only a USP in hand, it won't be all too much. They don't know exactly where Vasilian was when he got that first frag down. They are able to react fast enough. Mutt down to 11, but that won't be too big of a problem as it's only Nexa that could really still be dangerous with that CZ, and doubt that KINGUIN will be pushing out too aggressively to actually warrant any kind of action from Man's Not Hot. They'll just, well, see what they can still get done with these pistols, maybe get a lucky frag onto Mutt, and if not, it doesn't really matter because it won't make too much difference for that next round, as right now still Man's Not Hot not looking too great, and it could end up being another round here for KINGUIN, as well as it probably won't be another buy here for Man's Not Hot. There's not enough money just yet. They could, of course, buy up, but not really to have that support with those flashes and smokes. In the end, they're still going to go and trying to go for a little bit less utility, and of course without the op as well. Doesn't really matter though, since especially on the CT side of Man's Not Hot, thus far the utility hasn't really been the biggest factor. It's just been their raw aim and skill coming to the table, and right now KINGUIN are still lagging behind.
Yeah, but this gun round going to be very important right now for KINGUIN. If they take this, they're definitely on the road to the comeback, because it is going to be a fairly passive setup coming in at the moment by Man's Not Hot. They will be just holding back towards the A bomb site itself. Similar setup on B, and this has allowed KINGUIN to get themselves a lot of control. Fox, while fully blinded there, gets that kill onto Nukia, so crucial opening kill being found by Fox. Esperanto does return it, but it is going to be the Portuguese players stepping it up once again, as now Nexa returns the favour. But 2-on-3 for a retake onto this A bomb site, not really going to be easy. The bomb yet to be planted, but it should go down with ease, as Mozinho will finally begin to input those numbers that are required. I'm not sure of the number anymore, I forget it, but Mozinho, nice find onto Nexus. So Asilian last man standing. KINGUIN should be getting themselves this round and bringing up to 11. And with the economy of Man's Not Hot not being very good, we are going to be likely seeing an equal scoreline coming up in a couple of moments.
Yeah, definitely, especially with the situation right now. It might even end up with KINGUIN keeping the ball rolling and taking the lead for themselves here. They've been behind all game here on map 3. Right now, though, Asilian, he'll just be comfortable saving that M4 into the next round. Of course, full loss bonuses here. That's not going to be, or not full yet. It will be full after this round if they lose this one as well. Definitely won't have enough money to invest into this. They could theoretically just force down to around 2k and then still have the 5,400 available in the next round to come. They're not even going to go for that much reinvestment. But well above 2k for all 5 players here on the side of Man's Not Hot. And well, KINGUIN, they probably will pull up the pace again, as Man's Not Hot are back down to just a couple of pistols here. They would probably be happy if it's just a fast rush, but they can cause trouble themselves. Still, Nexa, he'll push out here. Has to find at least 1 second one here as well. Recovers the AK, and that's some great stuff. He can fall back from that and still be able to help with the retake as soon as everyone else pushes in. Right now, though, Nexa's the player to watch out for, as he still has that AK in hand. Molotov doing some good damage here. But as the rest of Man's Not Hot rotates in, the AK gets dropped to Esperanto. Nexa and Tensky, as well as Nuki, they'll be playing with these CZs. Now, the 4v3 situation. 2-on-2 now as Nuki and Tensky both have rifles, and defuse could be happening here as Tensky covers off his teammate. And there you go, Man's Not Hot, although they're down to just a couple of pistols here, alongside that one rifle, it works out perfectly. I said it when KINGUIN started to pick up the pace here in that round. If they just push in blindly and Man's Not Hot are able to cope with the chaos, it will be their round, and that's exactly what happened. They shut down KINGUIN in a round like that, and that's exactly what Man's Not Hot need to secure their position in the game at the moment, especially if they're able to follow up with the next round to come.
Yeah, Nukia now has the op out once again. Will be taking a aggressive stance towards middle early on, just trying to spot towards Vietnam. Didn't want to actually overextend on that angle, which was probably ideal as Fox was set up with his crosshair trained on that position. So still going to be a 5-on-5. Early on, slight damage being done to Mozinho and Mutt that will allow the HP to go in favour of Mans Not Hot, but only ever so slightly. As KINGUIN right now will be working towards Banana, looking to get themselves the full control of this area of the map. And Nukia, nice find onto Fox, who pushes straight up into his crosshair with a Molotov out and allows Mans Not Hot to claim themselves a man advantage. I know KINGUIN on the back foot. If they lose this round, it's not going to be looking good. Likely would be facing an eco if they decided to buy it, be a bit weaker. And Nukia had another chance almost there to get that kill, but the smoke goes down just in time.
Good stuff here right now. Just keep the defense alive. Nukia's already found that one frag right now, though. Nexa and Asilian might be the ones to get into the next battles. Nexa on that flower pot, great position. And he hasn't played it too much just yet. I think he's only been up there 1 or 2 rounds, so it won't be a thing that KINGUIN will check immediately. Still, though, Asilian then also able to swing out from his position back on the site. It's a 4-on-2 situation with the bomb being planted now. And look at Mihu going for that aggressive play, at least for a moment, over towards Ruins, just to keep Nexa that little bit back until the rotate is able to come in. Right now, Rallen might be the one to try and cause trouble here as, well, pushes coming in from Ruins. Won't be able to find a second one here. And, well, Mihu himself, he'll just fall towards the op of Nuki. And right now, it's looking great for Mans Not Hot. They follow up with that round. And look at the money here for KINGUIN. Thanks to the bomb plant, they have enough money to buy once more. This could still be going forward, but it'll be very, very difficult. They need to show up, because apart from that, it should be Mans Not Hot taking this game home.
Yeah, it is a pretty decent buy. They have the 4 rifles. Only Fox is really put down to a weaker weapon, and he only has a CZ available. But early on now, they will be looking to try and group up towards the apartments, it seems. And actually, Tensky is in this position. He was up on balcony originally peeking, but he has begun to fall back off. So it should be at least this map control being forfeited by Mans Not Hot, and KINGUIN been able to get a bit more of an advanced position towards this A bomb site. Allow themselves to get into a decent position, as it will now be them grouping up towards balcony. Smoke goes down, spam by Tensky could be lethal, but they just pile out in a smoke. First kill in favour of Tensky, may get a second as he does so. Mutt trades it out, but another player on the bomb site, and Nuki with the op, of course, still getting work done. All onto Rallen, and Nuki finds the final kill, as it is going to be map and serious point now for Mans Not Hot.
Yeah, I mean, not to take the air out of this game, but look at that. KINGUIN just gets shut down over at the A-bomb site. Mans Not Hot are able to shut them down, and look at their buy now. I don't think you can get much more shaky than that. Even their force buys, where they were able to win before, they were a little bit more solid with that, and who knows how much they can really get done, but Mans Not Hot seem very, very confident now. I doubt that they will be stopped too easily here. They are on that defensive foot, not really pushed up too far, just staying back, letting KINGUIN come, and ready for that push as well.
Yeah, let's see what's going to happen. The smoke does go towards A long, so that will at least cut Nuki with that off from being able to have some vision over middle. He doesn't really have a chance to hold this down, but it doesn't seem like KINGUIN are going to yet move on this. Eventually, Mihu trying to advance forward, but similar over towards B right now as we see the Galil in the hands of Fox looking to try and find an opening pick. Let's see if that's going to be possible, as it is going to be 2 players awaiting on this bomb site already. Nukia opens it up with a kill on the Mihu, and now the B bomb site will be the target of attack as Mozinho finds himself 1. There's another player in the back of the bomb site. That is actually Nexa, and he won't be able to find anything. So nice opening there by the T side as they do manage to get control of B. Fox in a great position, shuts down Esperanto. Won't get another, but still a man advantage in favour at KINGUIN now, as they have managed to get themselves onto all of these rifles. They have smoke still to hold this off, and Mans Not Hot, their economy, it's not amazing. It is decent. Nukia especially has a lot of money, but I don't really think 2 versus 3 retake is really worth it on this B bomb site. Maybe just leave Tensky to get a kill or 2 out of this if possible, which it seems like they have done so.
Yeah, I think if Nuki and Tensky would have gone for it, they might have had a chance, especially since they are the 2 best fraggers on the server right now, or at least as they've shown here in this third and, well, decisive map. And right now, Nuki, he'll just hold on to the op. No need to lose that as well. I mean, M4 is plenty enough to lose already, but in the end, I'd rather lose an M4 than an M4 and an op. And with that, Mans Not Hot will have another solid buy to come. And KINGUIN here to keep up the pressure. If they are able to take this run as well, as their full buy is back now, it could all turn and could end with another overtime here today. Already seen one in the first matchup, of course.
Yep, nice spam by Mutt. Oh, there we go. Eventually finds that kill onto a Cillian. So it's going to be KINGUIN once again to open it up. Get themselves a man advantage. A Cillian falls, and man's not hot now. They will be on the back foot. Will they be able to bring this back in their favour is the question. The response that they seem to have is to continue taking control of Banana. Another smoke goes down Nukia. He will find one kill, but instantly traded out by Mutt now, as it looks like the A-bomb site will be just having a lot of terrorists commit in this direction. And Tensky finds one. He will trade it though on towards Esperanto. So Tensky in the back of the bomb site needs to get a lot done, and he won't be able to do so. So now it's all onto Nexa, as he is in a 1-on-3 and coming in on that flank. His position at least not known. Still going to be a very difficult situation for him to try and clutch out, especially without a defuse kit. I'm not even sure if it's worth going for, because the economy right now for Man's Not Hot, it's not amazing. They managed to save this M4 in this round. Maybe they could scrape a bye together, but even then, I think focusing on just the next gun round overall, no matter which round it is, may be a better decision.
Now, I think Nexa, he isn't really going for it. He's just kind of seeing, where are the guys of KINGUIN? Where can I still get into? Where can I still find just one more frag? And yeah, now it's just time for him to save that rifle. Don't go it for any more peaks, and with that, everyone will just go their way. Survive to go into the next round and be ready for it, as now, well, KINGUIN are only 2 rounds away from bringing it back to overtime. The chance is definitely alive, but the question is, can they actually get it done? With Man's Not Hot, they'll probably just go for these pistols here, not invest too much into it, as Nexa also still has an M4 to work with. He'll stick to that, as well as no one else is going for a little bit of armor or anything. Nexa, together with the Cillian, they'll try to keep control of this B-bomb site. Right now, look at these deep maulings already coming in, which would also limit the opportunities Nexa would have to fall back if he wants to. Flashes himself back out. Doesn't get a second one here onto Mauzino either. However, Cillian is still there to trade back. Falls back towards the bomb site. Now rotation already happening. Nuki's there to back his teammate up towards the site. And Esperanto with 5 HP and an AK in hand is still making his way via Speedway. I doubt they can do it too much here still, though. Every little bit of damage is going to help them out. Just weaken that game here for KINGUIN. Because even now with a 2-on-2, Tensky is still over towards the A-bomb site. Hasn't rotated over, but he might have just spotted the player bottom of Banana. Don't think so. Going in towards second mid and making his way through that tunnel. Of course, Esperanto does have body armor, but with 5 HP on him, it'll be very, very difficult for him to find too much impact, as Mauzino and Rallen will probably also focus a little bit of their time towards that CT area. And Tensky, I mean, how much can he really do? Only has the USP to work with. Does actually pick up an AK here as well. But the flash will be picked up by Rallen no matter what. Same thing goes for Esperanto. And there you go, it will come down to that last round of regular time. Will it be overtime, or can Man's Not Hot take it 16-14 in 3?
Yeah, we are just about to find out, I guess. Esperanto, he would have had enough for the op if he wanted to pick that up, but actually, I believe one has already been purchased by Nukia. I did not notice that, so a really good buy coming in. Oh, apologies, my dog in the background is barking because the door knocked. So, yeah, Nukia, he's going to have the op to work with. Over on the T side, Fox also has one, and I'll let you take over just for a moment so we don't hear the dog in the background.
Yeah, right. Anyways, as dog's barking, because he's definitely knows the excitement in the match here as well. It is all down to KINGUIN. They want to push this to overtime. They still want to have a shot at this game here. However, right now, Man's Not Hot with 2 players defensive over towards the B-bomb site. And still 3 all towards short of A. They are just waiting for KINGUIN to make their move. I think even with playing this defensive style, falling back even further could definitely benefit Man's Not Hot, as that's where previously they have been very, very solid. As soon as they keep that bubble system up, where they have 3 guys over towards the A-bomb site and also the buddy system over towards the B-bomb site, it should work out here, but they have to be ready to find those trades, as right now, well, that triplet might be split up in a second, as the first player peeks around towards B, but right now they still are aware of the situation towards A. Esperanto finds one, almost going for the second one here. They're still aware there's one guy in pit, one on the balcony, the Molotov's still blazing. And well, right now it is Tensky close, but he can't do too much as he flashes out, but Mut is there. Get that next frag, and Ralan looking for the next one as well. 3v2 situation. The two last players for MANS are still towards short, as now it's all down to the hands of Asilian. With the AK in hand, with the M4 in hand against 3 AKs here, he won't be able to do it. It'll be 15-15 overtime here between KINGUIN and MANS Not Hot. What a game of regular time thus far. It's come down towards this third map, and it will be decided in overtime. Inferno. Well, what a thriller here between both of these two teams after both teams did get more or less decisive wins on each other's map picks, where, of course, MANS Not Hot were able to steal the map pick of KINGUIN, Cash 16-8. And map 2, Mirage, was 16-11 in favor of KINGUIN, then the map pick of MANS Not Hot, and now here on the decider. So, of course, while we're still waiting for the game to come back, it is, of course, the Farmskins Championship number 2 here, and it wouldn't be possible without our sponsor and partner, Farmskins, so do make sure to check out them, as, of course, they do claim to have better drops than Gavin, so do make sure to open a couple cases there as well, as I think there are links down below as well. Still, though, as just left us, we are all alone here for overtime. Nothing to worry about. I think that we are ready for it as soon as the both teams are. Probably just taking a little bit of an extra timeout, ready to resume. Yeah, as soon as I guess that one of these players is going for a little toilet break, as I saw Mutt typing washroom in the chat. So all good, just so you know what's going on. But yeah, overtime. What an exciting game here in Group B. Well, there you go. What do you guys think? Who's going to take it out of overtime after, of course, MANS Not Hot had such a good game here in the regular time? This is actually quite surprising for me, at least. I did come down to this now. Because, let's be honest, it was a lot of MANS Not Hot. They did have that dominant time on their side, and towards the end now, KINGUIN have gotten back into it and shown their worth here as well. Still, though, MANS Not Hot weren't able to close it out. We'll see who will take it in overtime as soon as everyone is ready once more. Saying that MANS Not Hot aren't ready at the moment as well. But it will just be probably a minute or two until we are actually back into it with the overtime. Always one of those things, of course. They take their little breaks in between maps, but it has been such a close game here. Not at all to worry about right now. I love you guys in the chat saying, wait, is this Major Final? It does have a really, really good resemblance to it. However, of course, the level of play is worlds apart here. Not that I want to hack around on MANS Not Hot and KINGUIN. But yeah, there's definitely a difference between Tier 1 and this, well, more or less Tier 3, maybe Tier 2 Counter-Strike here that we're seeing. And yes, I'm guessing that overtime is MR3 10K. As it generally is. I think that most tournaments use that format now. There is still some that use 16K or even 12.5K, which is absolutely ridiculous, but works out, I guess, for full buy every single round. With this, you kind of are still limited to how much you can actually spend. Can't have ops every single time, but you can have M4 and utility every single round without having to worry about it. As soon as you, well, get a couple of frags in. Of course, if you get absolutely taken apart, then it is always something to worry about. Still, though, KINGUIN seem to be back ready, so I doubt it'll be too much longer until we are ready to resume with overtime. The spam in the chat here from Mutt. Right, so we're still waiting on word from the admins here on when we're going to go live, but it shouldn't be too much longer. There you go. Countdown has started. Man's Not Hot are ready to go into it, and there you go. It will be overtime here between KINGUIN and Man's Not Hot as the madness ensues here between these two teams, as I think it is the last game of this Group B. Right now, though, what a game it has been thus far. There you go, we are ready once more. Both teams have bought up, and with the money still left, I'm guessing that it is actually 16k here and not 10k MR3. So of course, nothing to worry about there. And both KINGUIN and Man's Not Hot won't have any troubles buying up every single round. You see the double omp coming out from Man's Not Hot. Esperanto and Nuki both taking advantage of that extra money that they have at their disposal right now. Still though, KINGUIN, early plays towards Banana have now slowly started to fall back again and reconsider their options. But right now, the B bomb site might be their best option, as it is only Nuki waiting for them here. 4 players over towards A, and all 4 of them are pushed up quite close. As right now, of course, Nuki's gonna be the one to carry this B bomb site as soon as the push comes in. Question is, how long will it take for Nuki to fall? Can he even find one here? The flash comes in, Molotovs to follow here as well. Already close, they know that there's still one guy close here towards Fruit. The rotations have already come in. Nuki finds one here, doesn't find a second one, but Asilian is there from CT. Or sorry, from Banana actually already, finding a frag from behind. Esperanto in towards CT, hasn't quite found his impact just yet. But Asilian with the follow-up onto Rallen here as well. Bomb's been planted. 4 versus 2 situation as Mutt and Mouse are just locked down in the site. Both positions should be known, but can they react fast enough? Yes, they can. Esperanto and Nexus to find those last couple of frags, and there you go. Pause to come in straight away. And it is a technical issue here on the side of Man's Not Hot, as Hensky apparently has timed out, I'm guessing from the TeamSpeak, since he's still on the server for now. But yeah, what a round there. Good stuff from Man's Not Hot. Quick rotation there as well. Although it did take quite a while for it to happen, as soon as it did, everyone went over to support that B control. And there you go. Man's Not Hot, they are able to recover and make their way back onto the site. And very, very good stuff here from Man's Not Hot. The question is, can they keep it up here on the CT side? But the even bigger question is, can KINGUIN keep up? Can they get back into this? As of course, money won't be a problem here. So, yeah, has actually disappeared from the server here now. Tensky just having a couple issues here and there. Not too much to worry about. I think that he will be back right within the minute or two. It shouldn't be too much longer. We're able to get back into the game. Right now, of course, KINGUIN they've had their troubles on that T side, but really not too much that they've been doing wrong. The big thing there was that as soon as they were able to make it out towards the site, then MANS Not Hot were there fast for the rotations and were able to then shut it down a lot of the times. Not all of the times, but in general, I think what I've gathered from this, KINGUIN have had a better time moving out in towards the A-bomb site, especially then when they have, well, 3 players making their way through apartments, as that's been kind of an angle that MANS Not Hot has kind of been letting down. They have just been focusing towards that short area or just towards the site, always changing it up here and there. Then, well, trying to deal with the apps push from short and from the site itself, apart from actually placing a player in towards the apartments and trying to lock it down early and aggressive. However, that's just kind of one of those style things that it worked out a bunch of the rounds as well here for MANS Not Hot. And they will be ready once more as Tensky is now back on the server and seems ready to get this thing underway once more. Right now, as it is 16-15, overtime number 1 here. The question is, will one of these two teams be able to close it down in overtime, or will it move on to double OT? Mauzino here with the Molotov frag onto Nuki. After, of course, the aggressive nade came in. Nuki tried to go aggressive in towards Banana, tried to go for that peek and tried to take it away here. Of course, it is MR3. 16k here for overtime, so plenty of money for both teams. But buy in every single round, no matter what the outcome, and that's also one of these things where it's just then down to how good you can actually deal with these full buys. Not all too much to worry about. Still though, KINGUIN with the 1-player advantage, they are looking to take this towards the B-bomb site once more. Has been success in the last round, and yet again, Asilian is all alone here. Fake works out perfectly, but look at this. MANS Not Hot, they don't care. They haven't rotated anyone over, as their sense of rotating has always been just that fact of wait until they've actually made a move towards the site. Now, Esperanto's still up in the apartments, whiffs that first shot, gets traded back here as well, and now it's Tensky all alone towards the site. Finds one, but not the second. And it's a 3-on-1 situation. Asilian all alone on the rotate from B to come in. And now it is moot. Fox and Mihu here right now. And Asilian, he's just going for the AK. Will save it here. I mean, why not? Doesn't really have to worry about it. Doesn't have the biggest chances of making this round. Maybe he just wants the AK at his disposal in that next round. Of course, overall, plenty of money to work with. And not too much to worry about here when it comes down to that. But still, it is coming down to the wire, as right now, both teams taking 1 round each in this first half of overtime. Yet again, 3 players surviving here. I'm sorry, 2 players surviving for KINGUIN, as the last guy, I think it was me, who's still towards the site, falls in pit. Not to worry about it. They have plenty of money, as I just said. And that's one thing that don't really have to worry about your economy then in overtime when it is 16k MR3. When they do decide to do it 10k, then it's still that fact where it can be that last round where you can't really buy in if you're bringing out those big investments. However, double off easily comfortable here. No one's actually going for it in this round, as they are just relying on those 4 rifles and 1 single off on both sides of the scoreboard. You can already see a lot of utility has already gone down on the side of KINGUIN early on in this round. There's barely any left, whilst MANS Not Hot still has plenty to work with as soon as those pushes come in. But right now, they're just trying to play this further on, as yet again it is just Nuki over towards that B bomb site. 4 players over on A. How long will it take until we'll actually go for this push into it? Will it be a push over towards B? Will they fake it again and then rotate back towards A? We'll see what their game plan is, but right now, bomb hasn't quite decided itself. And they are just, well, lurking around, taking their time. 1:10 already played. Now in these last 45 seconds, the play has to come out from KINGUIN. Smokes and flashes over towards that B bomb site yet again. Now they're going to connect it with a push over there as well. Nuki with one already. Won't reface there immediately. Just falls back towards Ruins. But right now, the bomb hasn't been spotted just yet. Hasn't been planted. And with that, look at this. Over towards the A bomb site. Nexa and Tensky are still here. Will they hang around? Nexa finds one already. And Tensky isn't far. As well, Mouse finds one still. Tensky's able to trade things back. Bomb is down, but Fox is just around the corner as time is slowly but surely running out. 4 seconds to play, no time to recover the bomb. And there you go, Mutt all alone towards CT spawn. Will, well, survive the round, but not too much to worry, as of course it is 17-16 here at halftime of overtime number 1. And there you go. KINGUIN, they will be ready to move on into that second half and to try and fight their way back. They need at least 2 rounds to ensure a second overtime, but of course need to win all 3 to actually make it, whilst MANS Not Hot only needs 2 rounds here on that T side, where of course also in the first half, they did have a very, very decent T side with 9 rounds there. They weren't able to close things out on the CT side, and I think that they will be very comfortable going into the second half. Of course, coming up now, as we are still in halftime, I will tell you guys to, of course, check out our sponsor and partner for this Farmskins Championship. Of course, it is farmskins.com. Do make sure to check out their website and open a couple of cases there, as they do claim to have better drops than Gaben. Sometimes that isn't the most difficult thing to do, but still, nice feature to have, of course. MANS Not Hot now. 2 AWPs on that side. On a T side of Inferno, we don't really see too much double opping T sides. However, of course, it could always work out for them, especially if Nuki shows up with the op here, but he'll get found by Fox as he just about sees his leg through the side of the smoke. Great stuff there, and it will be that early advantage for KINGUIN, as they're already looking to further expand that with Rallen in towards the apartments. And Muti already, well, close here on that balcony just above pit to reinforce the apartment hold as well is needed right now, though. MANS Not Hot looking to go towards a bomb site. 3 players ready and waiting here at the moment. But yeah, again, MANS Not Hot, they are just taking their time. Rallen finding one already. That's gonna hold up the push here for now, and there you go. They've already decided, do we really want to go this route? They do decide to leave apps behind and try to take the top of mid here now, as they will be the ones to push out onto the site. Right now, in a 5v3 situation, very, very difficult for MANS Not Hot. It is just, well, 2 players straight on towards the site, but still, Fox and Rallen are finding these frags nicely. It will be Rallen with 3 in the round, Fox with 2. And there you go, it is 17-17, tied up once more. Who's going to be the victor, or will we see a double OT here in this decider map? A very, very exciting series, especially when you take a closer look here at this third map. Of course, MANS Not Hot and KINGUIN, both of them did have, well, quite decisive map wins on each other's map picks. However, here on map 3, it has been that back and forth, 9-6 halves, and now here in overtime, also coming down to the wire. It's everything but obvious who's going to take the win here. And well, right now, just slow play from both sides. KINGUIN yet again going for a little bit of more aggressive show here. But when it does come back to the late game, yet again they fall back. Do make sure that they don't fall into a trap there. Same time, Fox himself, he's just trying to hold B by himself as he has that deep control in towards Banana. But he himself, better for him to just, well, keep back and wait for a push to come in, rather than, well, gift the site away with a push of himself down that Banana all alone. At this point in time, though, It is just slow play here from MANS. 35 seconds to play. The push has to come out. Esperanto the first one to drop as Fox is the one to find the frag here, and you can already see Mihu, he's committed over towards the B-bomb site. Plenty of utility being thrown out here as well, as now at the same point in time, MANS not hot. They're making that move out. Nuki has already found two, Nexa with a third, and that is the A site all theirs here for MANS not hot, and they will be looking to go for that map and match point here in overtime. Not quite secured just yet, as it is still a 4v2 situation, but staying a 4v2 situation should be quite obvious at the status that MANS not hot currently enjoy, with the advantage here above KINGUIN, and they are looking very, very strong here. European mixed team, Tensky also with the spray down through the smoke, and in the end it will be MANS not hot, well, taking the advantage all the way. 18-17, as it could be the last round, or the turning point where you move on into double overtime. What will it be? Can MANS not hot close it down? Or will KINGUIN be able to work their way back and move on into double OT? Right now, though, it is very, very close. Both teams have another bye to come, and we'll see where things will go, as MANS not hot have already placed 4 players in towards Banana thus far. Their rounds have been going towards the A-bomb site. Now Asilian, he's already tagged Mihu down low. Question is, will they keep on working this B-bomb site? Will they come out with the rotate here? Still, you can see on your radar, the 2 players on B have fallen back all the way. One back at quad, one in shadow. As a third player, the form of Moot, is already rotating over, ready to reinforce that bomb site once the push comes out. And there you go, Asilian with the support flashes as well. The push coming out, Nexa to find a frag, Tensky to follow up as well. Right now, Nexa with another one here as well. The bomb site is theirs, and it could be MANS not hot to close things down, as it is 18-17 already, 4v1 situation. And there you go, all down to Rallen here. And what a game it has been thus far. Rallen all alone towards Ruins, tagged down to just 5 HP. And with that, Tensky to find the last frag, 19-17. MANS not hot taking the last round of overtime. What a game it has been in this best of 3 series. It did come down to that decider here on Inferno. And with that, of course, thanks for watching this game, and I'll throw you guys back to the analyst desk.
Here we are back at the analyst desk for Farmskins Championship, and MANS not hot managed to get this best of 3 2-1, and they are moving forward to play Windigo in decider of Group B. So congrats to MANS not hot. With me, Danny and Hogar. Of course, guys, looking at the first regulation time, I think both teams made a lot of mistakes, so I think we should disregard that and focus on overtime, because that was the important part.